Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us. It's the very big finale. Fabulous February coming to an end. All good things must come to an end. 12% off is wrapping up in a couple of short hours. We've got our fabulous Thursday. Big time Friday. Saturday is the end of February, so Saturday will be it. Last chance for 12% off anything and everything in this inventory, and what an inventory it is. And yet, what we've been doing throughout this month has been incredible values, and not just on pieces you know, brand new. We've got some brand new for you today, including what I'm going to kick off with, which is really exciting. Something we've only seen a couple of times here ever before. We also have a moonstone that's brand new. This time, well, I do have a couple of rings. They were on hold for some very special photography. We're going to talk about why we released them for you tonight, because a lot of you were disappointed when you heard last night was our final moonstone in our beautiful oval. Going to bring you a couple more options here tonight for you, so we don't have to be without. We've got a very large oval. We've got a very large cushion, and then there is also going to be a pendant that I will tell you is a wonderful way to try it, whether you're looking to add to the collection you've already amassed, or if you are thinking about getting something special at the most affordable price possible. We've got that for you here tonight. Also going to show you a fabulous Tanzanite pendant. There's a Paraíba 3-stone ring. It's going to make Paraíba more affordable than that typically is. And we have some last call opportunities. And for those of you that missed out on the 9.5 carat Tanzanite ring that I had last night, first of all, the yellow gold, I did save just in case, because I had a lot of questions about it in the last couple of hours. So we're going to bring that back out if you want the 9.5 carat emerald cut. But then if you're looking for something slightly smaller than that, but still a good size, we've got some 6 carats I rounded up for you. They're all going to be part of a trio where we bring those down in price tag as well. So what a night we have for you. I hope you can stay with me. It is going to be 3 hours. They're going to feel like 3 minutes. We've got an exciting, also a diamond band. This diamond band is so incredible. I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot make fine jewelry for the price tag we have on a classic micro pave band ring. Micro pave, not micro the look. The only thing extra micro is going to be the price tag. We've got a very special stackable band for you that is going to be last call as well on the show. So looking forward to that as well. Any questions you have, any requests you got, get those in. We're happy to help you with all of those. This is something that's only been on the air a couple of times here ever. Let's take a look at this. This is called, can you guess it? It is Leopard Opal. Oh my, two of my favorite things. Opal and leopard together is so much fun, don't you think? A really fabulous idea for you, and I cannot wait to show you what we're going to do on the price tag. So a little bit about this stone, first of all, after we give you the basics, which is 113217. Going to be that striking stone that really does, isn't it amazing how Mother Nature, so creative here. This is really like a leopard print that we would normally think like really high-end fashion. And now this leopard print is natural in a stone. Really fabulous. There's only been one source ever that's known to date, and it was discovered in 1967. Might sound like a familiar date because that's the same year that most say Tanzanite was first discovered, of course. And then we've got one place in the world that is a province in Mexico that's called Sinaloa. It's been in the news a lot of late. You're probably not going to go there on your own and go mine it yourself. So it's probably not even really a good idea to travel. So back then, and only a little bit that's come out of the ground. So what we're talking about is an opal that is, and I know we're without a light because it stayed on for about, hey, it was pretty good. It lasted about 2.5 minutes. So I'll go try to get it, up and running here, but just figure it's going to be without. We're going to be without that today. We like to just, we go from like halfway through winter and then we skip over spring entirely. We've got 90-degree weather out here this week. So we do that in LA. We don't really have much of a winter. We'll get like a couple rainy days and we get like a year's worth of rain in a couple days, and then we go straight into summertime. That's where we're at right now. So 90+ degrees, the light's not real happy when it's hot outside. So anyway, we've got a fabulous leopard opal here. Now I'll tell you more about it, but let's get you some intrinsics here with the 14 karat gold in the bridge. And then you've got the 242 cushion cut leopard opal. And then you have diamonds galore, 3 rows in diamonds, 76 points in total. What this is and why it looks the way it does, it almost looks as it would be almost soft or velvety, doesn't it? But it's a pattern that's naturally derived in this one source from Sinaloa, Mexico. And then you've got this really wild print if you will, but it's all natural. And what you're seeing for the most part is the black basalt stone. And then all those little dots or spots or what have you are the colors we would normally traditionally see in opal, kind of peeking through and still giving their glow, as you see. So really, really important the way this is done. It's lively, it's beautiful. There's in this case a lot of blues and greens, like a turquoisey blue as well. I wouldn't call it even a sky blue or traditional blue. It's more of that turquoisey blue type of color. And then the greens are very vibrant, coming through this kind of lively and really beautiful kind of speckled shimmering appearance. It almost looks like, you know, lively, like eyes coming through, right? They feel real. Oh, there's a little red there. Look at that twinkle of the red at the bottom right. And then you see here bright, bright greens over on this side, upper left corner. And then you've got that beautiful stone in that cushion cutting. Now, fun to put it in the diamonds, because even though you're not seeing through the stone, being that it's opaque, you're still getting the look from the side profile. You get to see all the way the diamonds go all the way underneath from side to side by looking at these different angles of the ring itself and the way it's set up. So you've got a very special look. We do only have one. It is our only one of the show. It is the only one of the inventory. So this is making the magic happen early here today. So again, still all natural. Really just, I love those kind of flashing colors. They kind of spark through and peek through, if you will, the black basalt stone that you see there. And it's really, really cool. I think you're going to enjoy wearing it a lot. I mean, not to mention there's a classic nature with as much black as it has. I think you're going to enjoy that wearability it brings you, but it's also a great big value on a mounting that just alone should be one of our, certainly one of the higher end mountings we have right now, given that there's so much gold with the width that you're getting of that mounting. You can see it's a little bit wider than most, certainly. We see that coming through. Then you're going to get that fabulous look of those really cool kind of spotted print. I love that way that looks. It's just an exciting piece to get, especially if you're a collector or if you enjoy something a little bit different than the normal and you want to have a nice kind of conversation piece. I think that really will suit you well. Let's try it on for you, give you an idea of what it looks like here from a distance and that great mounting that you're going to see. And then we're going to send it on out. That's what it looks like from a distance. Give us your requests if you have any at all. You can really even see even from a longer, greater distance away. You can see that pattern. Yeah, the light. We'll give up on that, Tony. I'm not going to walk back and forth all night. So we'll just leave it here. We'll iris up a little bit. That way we'll give you a little bit more light, just kind of let more in through the lens there of the camera and see if that can compensate a bit for our lack of light. But here's what we've got for you. A beautiful stone, a one only, a big mounting, and of course 12% off. Got a couple days left to take advantage of that, so I highly recommend getting that discount while you still can. Big moment here on our Leopard opal, the one, the only, the fabulous, the different. It's also known to be, if you're not as familiar with the stone as far as the metaphysical properties, it says to really support our well-being. Well, I find that funny because I think that's a bit redundant, because I feel like if you're a real jewelry lover and you're a real gemstone connoisseur, all fine jewelry items support our well-being. I feel that way. I think that I was thinking about it today. I got a long trip in, and I got to tell you, I get my mind wanders. I come up with the best ideas sitting in traffic in the car for hours on end. And I got to tell you, I was thinking a lot about jewelry as therapy, jewelry as well-being, just how, you know, all can be going on in the world, and there's a lot going on in the world around us always, but, you know, we live complicated lives as human beings. That's part of what we, you know, sign up for. Is a lot of good, but there's a lot of, you know, can be complex too at times. So it's really just, I feel like there's a calming sense about anything you love, anything that sparks that joy, and I feel like for a lot of us, that is jewelry. And jewelry really is a special way you can get that, and that sense of, again, beauty and importance, and something where, again, I think also just those reminders that, you know, we're not everything in this whole world, right? There's that beautiful natural element. That's why I love natural stones. There's so much jewelry out there that, you know, good 90% of it these days is just faux. And that's not to say it's not lovely and fabulous to wear and can make you happy. It does. But that connection with our earth, connection with natural stones, connection with unique things that not everyone's going to get a chance to own. That's what I personally love about gemstones like this, and especially something so unique and different like this one is. It's just fabulous. We're going to make it really affordable. It's not going to be that $59.99 price. It should be a lot of gold going on in this one. And I love to see those unique pieces that we enjoy bringing. And of course, only one. We'll send it out very, very quickly here. Let's go even lower than $59.99. This is stunning. We're going to go a lot lower than 5 or 4 or 3. I want to give away some jewelry tonight. I know we can. We got quite the lineup here. Got a lot of brand new. I do have one Ferrari earring. Oh, by the way, the trillion sphene is back. Finally had the, I pointed out the other day live on air that I felt like the diamond weight wasn't correct. So we finally got that figured out. So we've got the proper diamond weight now. And so if you've been waiting on that trillion sphene, you can let me know when it's back here today, finally. I checked on it yesterday and it wasn't, but today it is here. So here we go with 39. You know what? Let's go better than 39 or $29.99. A wonderful way to get in on, yep, leopard. We love that. So I would say it's one of my favorite colors is leopard print. I just like it as a, I think it's a really cool style element, and we're going to make sure it goes. It's more of a, it can be, I think, really a personality. Leopard print takes on a life of its own. Have you ever worn leopard print and just feel a little more fierce? And that really is kind of the point here. And just really in that gemstone, and again, that flair for the dramatic with the colors popping through. Let's make it $1,999 instead, and make sure that that one can go $19.99. And of course, with that, over $200 extra savings as well. So you're getting it for $17.59 only. And hey, good evening, Ryan. Thank you so much. Hi, Ryan. Ryan, nice to hear from you. Thank you so much. Hey, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much. And Carrie, hi there. And I know I heard from Carrie and Kirsten also in emails the last couple of days. And thank you guys for those emails. They really meant a lot to me. And I'm so glad you're enjoying your special treats you got. Yeah, those are two of my gals that requested a special something, and we got right on that and got their special requests out to them. So that was exciting too. So anyway, $17.59 if you want my leopard opal. Then we've got coral earrings on the way. And we're going to see also in earrings, we got some good ones for the earring lovers out there. I have opals that are new, and then we're going to see some really dazzling bright green tourmalines that are big time size in those stones as well. So really looking forward to that. And don't forget, 6 carat Tanzanites on discount. Tonight, we've got the last of the rose gold. Do you guys remember this necklace? I have shown this necklace. I kid you not. This is no exaggeration. It's probably been on the air 300 times or so. And to be honest with you, the last time I had it, we sold out everything in white gold and yellow gold, but there's one rose gold that remains, and the jewelry team looked at it and said, we're not melting that because it was too complicated to even take out all the stones. Let me show it on the neckline first here. I love this. It is rose gold. It's our very last one. So if you, like myself, have seen this a lot, you're going, oh, I know that necklace. Yes, it's our last time seeing it, assuming it goes out tonight, which I have a feeling it will. And it is that bright pop of stunning Sleeping Beauty turquoise, 5 times over with the diamonds that are looking like a smile necklace. We have a necklace that looks a lot like that on its own. This time around, it's got those lovely diamonds, and then draped from there is going to be your briolettes, all of the turquoise. I just want to turn it around and show you the other side because there's really, I mean, I love showing you the finishing on that. And I actually think that would be a cool way to wear it as well. That's just, you might be thinking I'm crazy, that's okay. I actually think that's really pretty as well to see the way that that gold is designed behind it. And then sure, it would be hiding the diamonds, but I think it's a really unique, important look as well. So we've got this last one, and it is again in the rose gold, and you can see how just a really beautiful luxury look. I love rose gold with anything blue and green, and turquoise, well, is kind of a combination of that. It's not really just one set blue. It's got a little blue-green color, as turquoise we know is. Let's talk about on the hand here so we can show you. I want to get you the item number. It's 1114638. And so here it is from a little closer perspective here, and I'll show it on the hand for you that way so you can see what that's all about, and see also that it's got these great looking diamonds that are done in individual settings that have a little texture around them. That's 31 points. And then look at that, 13.30. 13 carats 30 in turquoise in total. So each stone really jumbo in size. You figure approximately got about 2.5 carats per turquoise there. And there's only rose gold. Last time we'll see it. And this is just stunning. And I'm so proud of this value. There's also adjustability. So like we like to do, knowing that it's attached to the chain, so you've got only one chain opportunity here. What I like to do is give you the opportunity to change the length based on the day. So if you need to, there's a 16 and a 17 and an 18 inch that you see built in with those O-rings, not to mention that lobster claw closure as well. So you've got a really high-end way. Do you want the turquoise? All right, it is only going to be $1,499. I know you probably know it, and that of course is going to come down to, I believe it's $13.19 at checkout for you. you. So that one's already spoken for in the rose. Congratulations on that one. It's beautiful, isn't it? And it's a really good look at that drape. And then of course there's the back as well. And all those turquoise, solid sleeping beauty variety in those briolettes. Think of it like a teardrop, but it's not flat. It's a beautiful briolette where it's rounded all the way around. So that's where you're getting that big carat weight. So that one sounds like it's gone. We'll take another look while we're here at the Leopard Opal again. That one's still available if you'd like it. First piece, I could put up the Hope Diamond for $1. It's the first piece of the show. It inevitably sticks around for a couple minutes because some people are just a little late to the show. I understand. So hard to be here at the very, very, very start at the top of the hour. But there it is at $19.99. You know that'll go before long. Also, we have these really special earrings. We're going to show you opals and the green tourmalines. I've got some great looking sapphires here today. A red purple sapphire, very unique color. Also in the rarity of colors. I do have a heart-shaped pink diamond. I do have the sphene. We better get to that on the early side because I know this was actually supposed to be here the other day. You know, I brought it out. And as I was reading the description, I noticed something. I noticed the diamond weight seemed a little off. We had it listed at diamond weight that I knew wasn't proper. So we got back to the drawing board with the designer who made it, which was not us in this case. And so it took a couple of days to hear back, and we've got it corrected now. So, and it's all good. So now we have 1130662. And I know this is really what I know I'd been waiting for. I never thought we'd really see one, to be honest with you, because here it is. That really, really special high dispersion level of a stone. We know sphene is one of the most highly dispersive stones in the world. So we know that about this stone. It's one of the things we treasure and love the most about this rarity. But what this stone does is also give you the color change. But put all that aside for a second and realize that when you're combining the beauty of a brilliant dispersive stone, and then you take it to the next level with a trillion cutting, which you could take the most dull stone that doesn't have a lot of dispersion at all. And if you have a good trillion cutting, it's going to light up. So here, conversely, when you take one of the most brilliant stones anyways, and then add that gorgeous trillion cutting, does it ever sparkle? So really for those of us, I know I'm one of them, who just adores some serious sparkle, there's not much in the way of gemstones that's going to give you any more of it than this one is capable of. So I really recommend dialing in on the phone lines. We had it the other day. We had the carat 75, and then it said a carat 75 in diamonds. I knew that wasn't right. So it is 66 points in diamonds. It's really keeping it traditional here. It is in the 18 karat gold upgrade for you. Staying in the white gold, remember everything can go out usually next day. We're keeping things in the gold color they're in so you have instant gratification. We can size it and ship it, and it's right out to you, and you've got it in a couple of days. So does that sound good? Sound like a good plan? All right, so we've got our carat 75 with the 66 points in the diamonds all the way around it, traditional halo, and then down the sides as well. But let me show you all that 18 karat gold because it is finished really, really, really well. On the inside you can see. And then of course it's got that great design where it's set up just a little bit. So if you wanted to stack a wonder ring around it, you could. But this is one of the most open colors because also sphene depends a little bit on the color. How deep and dark and saturated is that green color to start? Because if it's too saturated, some of them just are, that's just a typical kind of characteristic of the stone. This one's really that bright, open, lively, and I think we can see, yeah, that's why it makes such a statement. Look what it's doing there. Look at the kind of liveliness that comes out of that stone. And if it were overly saturated on the green, you wouldn't get that liveliness of all these different rainbow colors coming from within. So there is only one. It's the only trillion we have. And I know if you like sparkle, you've been waiting, kind of maybe romanticizing the idea of a trillion sphene, just thinking about the what ifs. Well, here it is, ready to go. One only. The impossible is here. Really the holy grail of sparkle and brilliance is right here for you. And we're going to take it on down to a very reasonable price considering it's almost 2 carats. Those are the stones that get up there in price tag, usually floating around $59.99. Going a lot lower than that for you on this one. I'll try it on and then come on in. I do invite you to dial in early always. It's really the key to getting in on anything is dialing in early. Oftentimes you have to be on the phone lines first before the piece is even priced to be able to really be the first one to say sold because we've got so many one-of-a-kinds and we've got a lot of collectors out there, and the more unique and unusual the piece is, well, the faster it's going to go because this is what we haven't seen. You know, it's a little bit tougher to, you know, if you've seen something 800 times, then probably everybody has got it who wanted it. It may not be as urgent on that, you know, quickness that you need to have. But here, when it's something we've wanted, and there's another perspective on it, actually, that might be a little better look at the stone there, just seeing it from this direction and really looking directly into that stone with now that the way the stone is leveled up to right at the eye level. So looking right into that lens, and therefore you can see it at home really, really well. But it's not $59.99. Only the one stays in the white gold. Don't worry, we're going to size it for you. That's no no problem. You can size it without a doubt and get that out to you very quickly, and then you'll have it and wear it and love it and just, again, enjoy one of the rarer color changing stones. I mean, there's so much the stone gives, and now with the trillion, extra flash, extra fire. Let's make it better than half off, which is $29.99, and we're going to keep on going just to make sure everything can go here tonight. And this is how we do it. One only. I know we've all been waiting for this one to arrive back, because I know we were all kind of like, oh, it was such an anticlimactic moment when I was hoping we could, within the couple hours of the show, get it back up here, and then we had to wait a couple days, and then we had our Monday, Tuesday off, and then yesterday, first thing I said when I came in, I said, do we have the sphene diamond weight yet? Do we have it? No, we're still waiting to hear back. So again, but that's, isn't that a great thing about us, is we're very particular about every last detail, including carat weights. We're never just going to say, here's an approximation. I could have easily approximated 2/3 of a carat for you. Instead, we waited, got the exact official diamond weight for you from this 18 karat gold designer who we adore, and now you get this great value coming your way, better than $29.99. There is only one, so again, getting busy already on these phone lines with these one-of-a-kinds. No surprise why. Here's what we'll do instead of even $29.99. Better value, come on in. Only the one. You're taking 12% off. You got a few more hours to do that, among a couple hours tonight, tomorrow, and then Saturday morning. So you know you got to take advantage of everything while they're here. But let's go even lower than 28 or $27.99 or $27.77. Want to keep on going and get you that best value on everything, no matter how brand new it is. Let's go $2,699, and then your extra discount, totally different level. That goes down to $2,375. $23.75. You're saving a bundle there, saving over and well over $300 extra to get that sphene home. And look, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's the trillion, and it'll be the only one we see. So good luck on that. We'll give it 30 seconds. $23.75 at checkout. Stays in the white gold. Remember, we even upgraded to the 18 karat white gold on that one. Not something you see very often. Is 18 karat gold. We're having trouble seeing anyone do regular gold, like regular 10 karat or 14 karat. Well, we got the 18 karat gold upgrade for you there on that amazing rainbow light color. You see reds and yellows. Instead of being little teeny pinpoints of color, it's got really these bright, lively, bold, almost like just prismatic fireworks of color going through that stone. So that's going to be at $26.99. Also, we have emerald on the way. There's an emerald, a Tanzanite pendant. We've got that Paraiba. We've got yellow diamonds galore in earrings, many to choose from, and our largest moonstone. So with a couple of stones, we're going to be saved with your reaction last night. I told you we had this oval that went out. Actually, it went out on auction. It was extremely affordable. A lot of you panicked a little bit that you still didn't see the moonstone of your dreams yet. I brought out the one that was saved for, we had one museum piece. It's here, the 7 karat. I have another that was actually photographed. This was actually for GIA, because they'd never seen stones like this. Look at that. There's the cushion cut. I know they're not even in focus yet. And then we do have a pendant in an oval that is going to be really affordable as well. So that's exciting. Now we're going to get to speaking of affordable, we've got some earrings here on the way that are actually one of our favorites. We have Mediterranean coral, an organic stone that we don't get to see all that often. And I know we're not seeing any new stones going forward, but I wanted to show you these. Found this treasure in the vault here today. Look at this, a beautiful bezel set stone in a teardrop of coral. This is natural Mediterranean coral. It's 1120102. And they have a leverback style, just plain gold and coral. Nothing plain about it, really, but no diamonds is what I mean by that. We don't see a lot of pieces without diamonds, and if you feel like diamonds make everything a little overly dressy, maybe you want to consider this coral drop earring. It is going to be 1120102. They are 7x10s on each. We don't have a carat weight. A lot of times opaque stones are not actually measured for a carat weight. We measure them by a millimeter size, which indicates their dimension instead, which gives you a good idea. If I had to estimate it, you're probably looking at 2 carats each, so probably around 4 carats in total in your earrings in solid yellow gold. They will stand the yellow gold. It's a great leverback style, which I know makes that easy, but I also do like that big bead. So before you get to your teardrop, there always has to be something between the leverback and the drop. Whenever if you notice that with leverback earrings, there's always something that kind of pulls it all together. And a lot of times it's just kind of utilitarian and it's a simple O-ring. And that's just the way that it's set up to give it some movement. In this case, I like what they did here. They masked that O-ring. There's still going to be that movement, but instead of just leaving it as a plain O-ring that's exposed, they've got that bigger bead that goes around it and over it just to give it a little more interest and a lot more gold, which is also nice, but an extremely affordable price tag coming up for you now. Here's what they look like from a distance with the measurement, just so you can get an idea, and then I'll just be sure and pop one on for you as well. But there you can see they are 1 inch and 1/8, I would say, top to bottom. That's in that lever back, so it's going to have a really easy hinge. Open that up just like so, and then just pop that in the ear. I'll do that for you so you can see how they look on, and then we're going to get you a big value. They're under $1,000. And Mediterranean coral, extremely precious. It's actually one of those distinct stones that is really getting tougher and tougher and tougher to harvest out of the depths of the ocean. There has been a lot changing with the currents of the oceans, and especially in the Mediterranean, where we do get the best coral in the world. So certainly hasn't been a lot of the material to harvest of late. So this is really exciting to have a gorgeous pair of pairs in the earring set up in gold. Well, they will not be $9.99. And look at that, just a beautiful, bold kind of red orange. And I say red orange because it's really the red that leads here. It's less orange, more red, which also just denotes a really high quality coral as well. And they are not going to be $9.99. So big value coming your way. Let's go ahead and send them out. That's what they look like on. Let's go back to our wheel here and take a look at also what we're going to do instead of even, oh, by the way, it's not even $6.99. That would be an incredible value. I think that's the lowest price. I threw that out there because I think that's the lowest price we've seen on an earring of late. Maybe outside of, oh, wait a minute. Yesterday, there was a pair of morganites that started our show. I got them down to $5.99. Let's go even lower. Making a statement here for value tonight. Not even $6.99 or $5.99. We're going to go to $499, making it ridiculously affordable. That would be also, keep in mind, with your discount, takes it down to $439. Why not? Save a few extra bucks. And it's more than a few. You've got a really special opportunity to come down to $439 and change if you'd like to get that one pair of coral earrings, and they are pristine. We're talking about still that pure red orange. It is not red like a ruby. There's different reds, as we know. There are different reds. Some have, again, when you go to the nail salon, I always think about what can we equate it to the most, probably the most kind of well-known, easy to think about, realistic type of comparison to make is that when you're going to pick out, I sometimes use the automotive industry as a guide where everybody's got a red in their color swatches as far as different car makes, but certainly certain companies do reds differently than others. And you think about a Ferrari red being very different from a Porsche red. The German cars do a little different than the Italians. Sometimes that's how, or they just are branded for being known. And of course, we know certain cars and certain makes are known for their reds. And so there's a little difference. No different than if you're going on vacation and getting the pedicure and you look at a wall of reds, you're going to have to decide which red you like the best. And maybe you're going to choose one that has a little more blue or a little more pink or a little more of that orange tone. This is really where it's that orangey red because it's not, it's again, really good quality, but it's not like the light pastel salmon pinks that we see most coral look like. So you get a really important look here. So we'll take a look at it. We'll see who's got them. And then we're going to go $439. That's about as affordable as I would expect anything to get in this show here tonight. Then we've got big Ferrari earrings that are yellow diamonds, and they are packed with over 3 carats in yellow diamonds and some greens and champagnes as well. So we'll see those before long. And then do let me know, guys, let me in on a little request. You got the corals. All right, the corals are gone. And then I just want to pop this in because we have our first ever of its kind. This is something very unique. And interestingly enough, it's looking a little more lavender on camera. But this is our first true pink copper bearing. And it's a little more lavender secondary colors on camera here, but in person, it is like looking at a pink diamond. And we're calling it orange pink. I didn't see a lot of orange in the different lightings today, this afternoon early, but I do see a lot of like a pink and then of course a lavender. It's gonna be our 3 carat plus. It's one of those great copper bearing stones we love. And that is a truly magnificent gem. So that's 1130185. And let me know if you like it. That's gonna be coming up hopefully a little bit later. Just wanted to give you a little special early look at it. And speaking of, we're gonna see a huge discount on one of my biggest diaspores. So much discount. I think we got to show it now as opposed to later. So that's coming, but I just want to let you know, we're used to seeing the purples of late. This is a little less purple and more true pink. Now, this just stands out as such a value, and I'm so glad you're here tonight because you're going to see some remarkable values, but this one has to be early. Couple of things going on with this unbelievable diaspore. It's our color changing variety of diaspores that we know and love. This is out of one source and one source only. There's a totally different diaspore that comes out of Afghanistan. We touched on that yesterday. That's that pinky lavender color. But here is where you get the only material that changes color in the diaspore family, and it's only out of Turkey. So it's also one source, but it's giving you champagne goldens and then it changes to a pinky red. It's all in the cut. The size, the cut, and the elite color change this has, because a lot of stones are going to appear, as you know, because we see everything in the same kind of lighting, they're mostly going to be just a lighter golden color. Golden hue with maybe a little bit of golden and green undertone. This is where already giving you an idea of what it's going to change to, instead of giving a little glint of pink, it's actually showing up as flashes of red. Sounds familiar. Sounds like what we talk about with our Tanzanite. This is the diaspore giving you those red flashes, totally showing you a little preview of what you're going to get when it changes in full. Keep that in mind. And we've got an outstanding way to get it right now. This value is everything. That's why it's up here early. That is why we're bringing it out. There is nothing more that I can show you as far as this discount that's going to make it any more plausible to get in. You got to just make sure you're on the lines. 1129755 is your item number here. This is absolutely stunning. That is the Asher. The Asher cut is my absolute favorite, but again, this color, it's the color change that is making such an impression here. It's dynamic, it's bright, it's giving you a lot more green than it is golden. I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a lot more of those kiwi greens, which is what we really want to see, that makes a diaspore stand out in quality perspective. Also, adding an upgrade, 60 points in yellow diamonds coming through as well. So those are the big 4 yellow diamonds that you have there that are going all the way through to make that really nice complement to the sides, which I think is so attractive, the way they meet up and the way they look there together, because you got the marquise cuts and they kind of sit up next to each other and do this little chevron shape around your square, very attractive. And that's going to be our 964. There's a reason it's up here 30 minutes in and not 2 hours and 30 minutes in, is because of this value and this tremendous markdown that I have, where it used to be, forget about $13,999, watch that. See every time I move it, it's like, is it purple, is it red? Is it purple, is it red? And it's blue greens with the greens and the goldens. It's changing moment by moment. I don't get a chance to move it around a lot because I got to keep it in this small space for now. Wait till you see this on the hand and what comes through. Now the diamond weight 60 points, so those are going to be impressive. Those are 15 pointers a piece. That means, of course, 30 points on each side, 60 in total. Beautiful, breathtaking bright. They're set in yellow gold, so yes, it's two-tone. You've got the rest of the ring and the center stone all set in the white gold, and we have one only, and it will be nowhere near $14,000 where it started. And what a great chance to, again, pick up a savings, because we're saving you 12% off of an already discounted price tag. You will not believe this. Let me try it on. Come on in early. I'll tell you, I'm giving away jewelry. We're in our last couple of days of this event, so obviously this is the time to really make sure everything goes. It's either sell it or melt it down. So we know this is last call on everything you're seeing in the show from the inventory, and we don't have anything exempt from this discount. You get to choose. Bring out your request. Tell us what you'd like to see. Get that wish list out. Let's check those pieces off so you can get that great big value. But look at that on from a distance. I love the side-to-side action where there's no break in the stones. It's giving you quality through and through. We're going to make it a lot better than $10,000. Come on in. Only just this one. It's so sad to think about, you know, the diaspora lovers of the world that don't get a chance usually to get any of this material. I mean, I know in the wholesale trade show that happened, wrapped up just a couple weeks ago, we were seeing diaspores for $5,800 a carat. That's a little bit steep, especially if you're eyeing a 9-carat 64 stone. That's not going to make it affordable for everybody. So I like what we're doing here to make this one affordable, because if we can't make it affordable, who will? Simple question. If we can't do it, who will? Who's going to make fine jewelry of collectability levels like this affordable? Nobody can, nobody will. We're giving stuff away. And this isn't even, oh no, not $99.99. Going lower than that. This is for one caller. Obviously, we're dealing with one of a kinds. I'll let you know the only thing I have a couple of today is going to be the diamond band we're about to show you here at the top of the hour. We're going to make a diamond band in solid gold with VS diamonds side to side, extremely affordable. And it's an icon in style for the industry. So we're going to see that coming up, but this is your time right now to get the ultimate diaspore. I don't think there's a prettier one here. I've got some that are over $15,000 and $20,000. I don't think any of those examples are any prettier or any higher end or any more elite than what you're looking at right now in this incredible stone. So let's hop on the lines if you're even thinking about it, because we got to make sure it goes, and we know it will. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of how quickly. So that's where, again, you got to dial in, be ready to go. We're not even asking for 9,000, 8,000, 7 or 6 or 5. Even if we look at the OG price of 14 grand and took 10,000 off that price and got it down to 4, I think we're living right. $39.99 plus a 12% off, what's not to love? And the fact those are huge yellow diamonds, perfectly matched, 15 pointers apiece. I am here to give away jewelry. A lot of you know this. It's a really, really important moment. We get to spend 3 hours together tonight. And it's all about moving jewelry nobody else even has, let alone can price this way. You can't make jewelry for this price. I'm telling you, with these discounts we're doing, it is absolutely the best time to shop. And we're going to take it a lot lower than $39.99 for you, even $3,500. Or $34.99, which makes it awfully good. Taking it lower for you right now. Let's make it better than $34. One caller gets it before 12% off, which is going to make it even better. And you're not spending $34 or $33 or $32 or $31. This is definitely the time right now, because it's only going to be $2,999 only. There's another $300 plus coming off that price. So $2,639. You got $370 extra saved. That is nothing to just, go, oh, okay, that's an extra. No, this is a big savings. Again, to reiterate, for those of you that are new, because I tell you, last night, we actually welcomed in a record number of brand new shoppers last night. Some were getting registered. Most were shopping for the very first time. They had never really watched the show for that long a period of time. Now, keep in mind, there are very few places to buy fine jewelry, so those of us that really insist upon are going, yeah, where else do we go? You have found it. You're here. This is the mecca for fine jewelry. Always has been. Always will be. But this is where, again, taking price tags down, no wonder we got people who've been watching. Some have been watching for years and just never found that perfect moment to shop. This is when you do so. This is when you get it and you feel comfortable shopping, knowing I'm going to get that very ring. That ring I'm seeing on TV and those bright lights, that's the one I'm getting at home, and it's going to be arriving in my size, and I get it for that huge extra discounted price. I mean, it just is. This is definitely go time. I can't do any better. And I've been doing this 25 years. I've never seen values like what we're seeing in this present moment. And that's saying something, because obviously there have been a lot of values through the years, and it's tougher to make something of value today than it was 10 years or 10 months ago. So here's your time right now to take full advantage of that piece. And $26.39 will get it home to you, okay? So that should be gone in a hurry. We also have a really beautiful pair of Ferrari earrings. There are yellow diamonds. Look at that. That's a really big, that's one big earring. Look at that. The earring is bigger than the center stone in the diaspore. We also have a gorgeous pink diamond. It's a heart shape coming your way. We've got a really good size, 12 point. Look at this one. I think that's more purple than pink too. So we'll see that one. And then we even have pink diamonds to match in earrings. So that'll be coming up. Let's get to these tourmaline earrings, a drop earring. And my goodness, that is the diaspore. I know that's the one I want to get right there. It's a beauty. Take a look at this. We've got the fancy cut, bright as can be greens here, 111, 6877. Love the way these give you that big wow factor of a big time tourmaline earring that gives you the bright green that also, much like the sphenes we talked about, doesn't get too dark. That's what's so important too. We don't want them overly saturated. When they are, you might as well buy onyx. When you have green tourmalines, the vast majority of them are just too deep a green, and that's okay and that's fine. That's how the stone grows. That's how usually the colors are. But to me, if you want a greenstone, get a greenstone, right? Black onyx is going to be much more affordable, and most of the green tourmalines out there just look like that. Black onyx, not all that exciting. Here's where you get something really stunning. 7 carats, 83 total, almost 4 carats in each earring, fancy cut cushions. They have this little bit of a barrel cut, and we're talking about the faceting that happens both internally and externally. And then you have got a trillion of pave up top and the diamonds in front of the lever back. So all that diamond weight, 20 points. In total, here's what they look like from a distance. It's one of our longer, more dramatic drop earrings, that's for sure. And get ready for the discounts. We are just in our last final few days, if you can believe it, of February. So moving on from this big sales event, and there is 1 1/4 inches top to bottom. Also a lever back, much like we saw in the coral earrings. And sure, Tracy, that was, if you're talking about the trillion, that was $49.99. and it is still available, and it's in a wide band of gold. So yes, I can bring it back out if you'd like to see it, but $49.99 Tracy for you on that one. So yes, just a quick request there. Yes, $49.99. Okay. Or was it 40? Yeah, it was $49.99. Okay, or was it $44.99? Gosh, we had so many things. Remember I had a whole wheel and they were either $49 or $44. I think it was $49.99. Take a look at this though. Here are the earrings on just to show you what those look like from a distance there, so you can see a little bit better perspective of how those are going to drape from the earlobe, and then give you those diamonds from, of course, top to bottom. And then just really giving you, I love that little, looks like a perch of a really big trillion cut diamond sitting atop that stone. And then you can see what happens in the light here. And I'm in a lot of darkness here, but look at how beautiful they shimmer. That's a fancy cutting. This is not a standard cushion cut by any means. It's giving you a really beautiful shimmering quality. Okay, so what we're going to do is send them on out. Let's take another look at them close up. There's a huge discount here, which is why I'm bringing it out. Nothing but the best in value is brought out for you tonight on a big Thursday live. So you can let us know what you're thinking about, what you're looking for, how we can help you own the dream of fine jewelry, and yet these price tags. How about $19.99? First caller, $17.59 at checkout instead. That's a lot of tourmaline for a price tag like that. And then we've got some really big collection grade moonstones. They were never intended to be on the air. They're coming out. And also Tanzanite studs. So I told you a lot of earrings here. A lot of earrings today. A lot of earrings, a lot of pendants. We're going to see a few of them. And I think at this point, it's what a lot of us are looking for, are earrings to go with rings, because that's usually where we start the collection, is with earrings. And then if we really, really love the earrings, what we do is we add to the collection. So we've got some big time Tanzanite asher cuts that are coming up. Nice big button style earrings for you as well. I think the earrings are gone. All right, we'll move along. I've got a really unusual sapphire. Speaking of Robert, if you're watching, Robert in Florida, I do have the sapphire you were asking about. So consider that and check your email, and let me know if you want to see that sapphire again. Look at that sapphire. It's a purple with reds coming through. Kind of reminds me of our Windsors, but not a zone colorway. Let's see who's got the green tourmalines. Those have got to go at $17.59. Really beautiful opal earrings as well while we're at it. Got some pretty opal drops. These are going to be very lengthy though, so they might not sit. You got them? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Who got the diaspore? Thank you, Sally. All right, so let's show you, while the earrings are still available at the moment because the diaspore just sold, I'm going to show these from a distance first because they have a lot of drop and a lot of articulation, so they're probably not going to sit all that great as far as the way they're going to position on the wheel, but look at how pretty these are with these little chevrons. And this is opal to start, opal to end, both in pear shapes pointing towards each other. 1130-601 is a brand new earring tonight, and they're very affordable. And there's one thing that's been happening with all of our opal drops I've had of late. They have been flying on out of here, so they're very exciting. Here's the other, so there's the match to your pair. You can see how there's intense crystal opals, a little more transparent on the top pair shapes, and then still translucent, but definitely a little less transparent on the bottom opals that are larger. Total carat weight 368, so 3.68 on all four opals combined. 49 points is the diamond weight, and of course let me give you a measurement here with that ruler so you can see what those are going to be lengthwise. 1.5 inches almost. I would say 1 3/8 inches on those to be exact. And then we'll pop one on the ear. They are a post and butterfly backing. I don't know if I can get these hoops off with one hand. Okay, there I did. Okay, good. I've reached the advanced level of jewelry modeling. But here we go with them on the ear as well, just so you can see. And I'm not sure how well they're going to sit or if at all, but take a look just to see what they look like from a distance away here, just to give you just an idea of that length when they're on. Keep in mind, you're going to put your backing on so it's secure and so that it sits up properly. But that's what they look like as far as the length. And you can really make out here when you've got a little bit of backdrop, you can really see those little chevrons, or almost like a leaf-like design that's going to lead down into that almost top point of the pear shape there, the larger one. We'll go back up close. I'm going to try my best to put them up here up close for you as well. The green tourmalines are here though, but everything going after the fact because, you know, we're just moving through the jewelry, showing you what you love, and then we'll leave it to you guys. First caller scenarios on everything. But this, yeah, it is going to be a little odd here on the wheel, but let me show you what they look like together. And we've got that big carat weight, and there you can see the great, never matching. No two opals are going to be exactly alike, but certainly a coordination that's going on. There you can see the top. See, we just did that really ultra transparent pear shape at the top, and then you've got the more translucent stones at the base there. So that's the first. Here's the second, and this one's going to go in a hurry, no doubt. They're under $2,000, which for a longer, lengthier earring like this is really outstanding. And look, you can see those dramatic colors. Keep in mind, it's always going to look brighter and richer in colors when you see them in person as opposed to on TV. TV lights are not going to do these stones any justice, but they don't need all the bright light. They just want to be in natural lighting and beautiful lighting. We don't have anything but natural lighting here, even without a light. Still a little bit brighter than your normal. So we've got these crystal opals going out for better than $19.99. Promise them under $2,000 for you. We'll keep the party going and keep the discounts going, more importantly. And this is our one stunning pair. Let's take them on down for you. Make them, you know what, not even 18. 17. Remember, these aren't going to sit well on the wheel because every single individual link there are articulated. See how they move in between? So that's why, again, they puddle a little bit on the wheel here, but they're going to sit perfectly straight and upright when you see them on. Use that big butterfly backing. They're just beautiful to the world. Go with everything as well. A very flirty and beautiful movement to an earring is always nice to have. And we'll make them better than $17.77. How about $16.99 instead? Which, of course, 12% off takes that down, just so you know, all the way down to $14.95 if you'd like the earrings. And it's not just one, here's the other. So just remarkable how very similar they are. And by the way, there's great finishing behind these opals as well, which I also really enjoy, just to show you how enclosed they are through the back of the drop, so you never need to worry about how you're going to clean them. Just give them a nice little soap and water, soft cloth cleaning over the surface and the top of that stone, and you are good to go, okay? So they'll be $14.95 at checkout for you, $14.95 and change. And don't forget the green tourmaline drops are still here as well if you'd like to get those. And then there's also the huge Ferrari drops, but we're going to show you the big moonstone. This is the largest one I have. And it was literally saved, and then a lot of you panicked last night when I said, here's our last oval. This is one of the most unique cuts. I just want to point out right here that you're getting an oval stone with a rectangular table facet. I've never seen that in all my years of doing this. It's always part of the reason these look so good and why they're so magnetic and so just draw you in. Fabulous. Look at that. Just great. So that, again, look at that in normal lighting. See how the color gets even better? A stone like opal is going to look better in real life than it does here on TV. This is our largest ring in the moonstone. It's 218. It was not going to be here, but a lot of people cried out with a little bit of panic yesterday after I said that the oval was our last. Well, we brought out everything else we have today. And then we actually converted one stone that was in a ring to a pendant because that's what a lot of you have been asking for. So we'll see our largest oval here. We have a large cushion cut a little bit later that's in yellow gold. So if that makes a difference to you, if you want white gold, go here. And then if you want the yellow gold, whatever cushion cut, that's going to be a 4-carat size. And then we have the oval coming up that we transferred out of a ring into a pendant for you, and that's going to be coming up as well. So if you have a ring already, which I know a lot of you do, they've been so quick to go, we're going to bring the matching pendant as well. So let's take a look at this one first, which is our big oval. 7 carats, 09 is the size here. So really impressive. 709 oval looks far larger than that. Also has the 55 points of 2 larger ovals on the sides, so you get the matching there, and each one is going to be really close to 1/3 of a carat. And then we have the white gold band that it's set in. This is remarkable. The amount of color, and it's bright color, deeply saturated color, much better than we typically see even in our world-class best of moonstones. And look at that. I'm fascinated by this facet pattern. Look at that's doing. It looks prismatic. It almost looks as if the stone has 2 pavilions. It's really interesting here as I look through the sides, and that could be a function of this really unusual rectangular table facet as you see just the color reflect off that surface. But look what's happening east and west of the stone. You see these really beautiful rainbow prisms coming as if there's a pavilion on either side when there's really just one. But this is that fancy facet pattern that brings these stones to life. And if you've wanted one, well, now is officially last call. Take a look at it on the hand here as well, because that size is going to look a lot larger than you would normally expect a 7-carat to look. They are less dense, so that's common with this stone. But then you see, I love the way we've done it with elegance here, those 2 larger diamonds, creating that fabulous 3-stone style that you're seeing. Love that look. I'll tell you, that is just something that goes with absolutely everything, does it not? Absolutely everything. You put it on and you wear it every day if you want to, and just enjoy the beauty. That is one of the most elegant styles. I mean, if you ever go to one of the big design houses, the store windows will have everything set this way. It's just true. It's like the best of emerald, the best of tanzanite, the best of rubies, the best in diamonds, set with usually large side stones in a 3-stone style. And that's what we're getting here for you. So I'm proud to bring it, but let's make sure we get this the value you love too, because obviously 21,000 is going to be a little rich for, I think, our audience here tonight when we're looking at a sale event, a last call on the sale event, a big finale moment, a really big moment to get your last couple hours here at 12% off. And anybody want to just point out the obvious here? It's not just about 12% off. You'd think like, okay, so it's a, like old trick of the trade. You know when there's a discount offered in a store? A lot of times, if you're familiar, and this is my absolute pet peeve, because if you know pricing and and I know you guys are really exquisite, excellent shoppers. You're a savvy group. You know value from non-value. Do you ever go to a store and you go, oh, look, they're having a big promotion. They're doing 10% off. Let me go in. And all they did was raise the price up to accommodate for that. That is not a sale. That's not a sale. That is as simple as I can make it. And so I think we get lost in the, okay, 12% off, but that's an extra bonus. I think we need to also really hone in on the fact that it's the discount prior. And I know it's harder to tell on a brand new piece. I know you haven't seen it 800 times over, so it's tougher to know. Was it 20,000 or was it 10? Either way, I'm going lower. Was it 10? Was it 9? Was it 8? Was it 7? Oh, well, at 7, we're under $1,000 a carat on a stone that is nowhere else. So then there's that issue of, is it really supposed to be a price at all? Because it's priceless when you have something nobody else has. Guess what? When you've got the thing that nobody else in the world has, whatever it is, if it's a rare baseball card, if it's a stamp, if it's a car, whatever it is, if you're the only one that has one, you dictate the price. You set the market value because there is no other market value. That's the beauty of getting something unique and specialty and really, really, really rare. And that's what this is. And it's not 20. Or like I said, if we went down below 1,000 a carat at 7,000 for the ring, well, that's impressive too. But it's not going to be $7,000. We need to move some jewelry. And we will do that all night long. We got 2 hours and 10 minutes to do it. This will not be 7 or 6 or even 5,000. It's my largest. Let's make it $49.99 with the knowledge that you get that extra savings and that'll take it down below $4,400. It's $43.99 for the big, exquisite oval. My next one is the 4 carat. We've got a 405 that's here as well, which is a cushion cut, almost square as a matter of fact. And it's also a 3-stone style. The stones are just not going to be as big on the sides. And we can't wait to see who's got this one. That is only a matter of time. And if you need the tourmaline drops, the opal drops, I know the diaspore is gone. And but we've got a couple of things, including the trillion sphene. And we'll recap everything until they go. And my leopard opal, the way we started the show, that's also still here at an incredible value. So keep all that in mind as we continue to shop hour number 1 of 3. And we've got 2 hours and change left to go in the show. This one's down to $43.99 only, which is very impressive. I'm just still marveling at that price tag. $43.99. One only. Who will it be that gets the mega? The mega. Private collection wasn't going to be here, and then you begged last night after the show. I knew we got emails about it today. I did too. We brought out the private collection museum stone. So anyway, that's it. That's my one there in the big size. We also have a really, really, really rare sapphire, the Bicolor. We have the really gorgeous cushion. Let's just go here because why not? Real quick here. We got 9 minutes left till the top of the hour. I'm going to move this up because it's, first of all, if you can't quite do forward, yeah. Thank you. Green tourmaline earrings are sold. This is stunning. It's a square cushion, which looks like a round. Just got a little more of a corner to it. I love it in yellow. I said this the other day. We had a pear shape in yellow, and I suddenly wanted all my moonstones in yellow gold. Well, here we go, 113-0216. I've got a 405 cushion square here. It's yellow gold, but I'll change it. In other words, if you want white gold or rose gold, like let's say you really like the way that oval looked in the white gold, go ahead. If you want to do rose gold instead, look at that. As I block the light just to zoom in the camera here because yes, I'm doing my own camera work. Look at that. This is more like what you see in person. Does it get better? Yeah. You think I'm kidding about that. You think I'm saying things just to say things. That's not my style. Look at that. That's what it looks like under all those lights. Let me just go ahead and just completely take out the light. And look what happens. That's what you can see more in person. Everything just gets brighter and more vibrant. And this also has that 3-stone style, which is iconic. And that'll be our big 22 points in diamonds, so 11 points each. And check that out, they're princess cuts. So a big upgrade there. And we just need a collar. And I know that the last piece is only here because it was probably $49. And listen, it's not going to stay, but it's $49.99, which may be a deterrent for some. It's just simply the budget thing. I know, that nasty little pesky little budget. I know, right? Those budgets, don't they just get in the way of things that we really want sometimes? But I am to please. And I'm realizing that that was a gorgeous moonstone, and I don't think there's any difference in the quality. It's besides the size, this is a 405, so sure, it's a few carats smaller. But I think the color and the cutting are both spot on. This, let's face it, is a little bit even an upgrade in the cutting because it's a little more rare to get a square cushion cut. And if you typically love a round, of which there have only been a couple in the round moonstones, here's a great way to go to give you that kind of same effect. It really does. The corner is very subtle. Think of like a cushion as a pillow, like a pillow on a sofa, where it's just really kind of rounded. So when the prongs are positioned the way they are, it kind of immediately appeals as a round to the eye. And you're getting a lot of the similar type of look and the wow factor that a round facet would give you. So here's what we're going to do. I could do the 49, or because I had to take down the oval quite a bit, what I'm going to do is try to make more affordability happen for you here. So we're going to send this out, and I'm going to do this in an auction format so that we can open it up to a few more of you as well. And also, more importantly, start lower. To also, I think that that's just kind of a normal common sense thing. If we start lower, there's probably more folks that can get into it and enjoy it and at least have a chance at it. So that's what I want to do here. So here's what we're going to offer. Instead of 49, instead of even $4,500 or $4,000 to start, yes, you will still save your 12% on the auction, so great news there. But we're going to go lower than $4,000 or $3,500. As a matter of fact, I think for the 405, also private collection, this one was photographed. It was going to be kept, and then what it was it was promised. It was photographed for GIA, so they're pretty important, right? They're kind of the world authority when it comes to gemstones and diamonds. And of course, they had never seen anything like this. And let's not forget, when you're as connected into the rarity of the gemstone world as TVON is, the GIA watches this show just like you do to see what's new and hot. Isn't that amazing? They look to us to see what's the up and coming stone, where are the new finds. We get stones a lot of times before they do, and they're the ones that evaluate it and do the certificates and have the gemologists. They're the ones that train the gemologists, for goodness sakes. And yet we get a lot of important pieces before they ever see them, before they even get knowledge of them. It is so, I can't tell you how many times that I've had to go down to GIA. Luckily, it's in California. It's not all that far away. But it really is true that I'll be the first one to take it down. I'll just get in my car and drive down and give a little presentation on it, no different than I do with you guys. Because we've often had, it's happened multiple times in my decade here, we've had pieces before they do. We've had finds, different mines, new discoveries, things that they've never seen before, things that they've never heard of before. Here is why they said, can we just get one for photograph? Because we want to put it on the cover of our periodical. So that's where this stone has been. No intention of ever putting it up for sale. We're doing that now and in an auction format, and not at $35. Let's go $3,000 to start instead, shall we? Can we start there? Let's go $3,000. Let's just see if that works, because I know all the colors are there. It may even be a little bit, a tad, I don't know, maybe stronger than the oval, perhaps, in colorways. Let's try it on so you can see it's going to be a bigger look than 4 carats. We know that about these stones, and I know it's really very, very risky to do an auction in the first hour at all. But look at what that does. That is so much fun. If you don't have one yet, it's go time. It's definitely your last call to get one. Let's make it even better than $3,000. I got to keep going. We got to get everybody in here. We got to get you. We only have about 4 minutes now in this hour, so that's important as well. And I'm changing the gold, so you're going to choose what gold color you need. Keeping in mind, it'll take a little bit longer if you choose white or rose, because we would have to obviously put that stone into a different mounting. It's not like we just have a bunch of these stones sitting around. We can just, make a 10 or 20 of them. That's not the case with these moonstones. But since we're not levying $3,000, I'm just going to take your non-calls as a cue here that we got to go lower than $3,000 to get it started, and we will do just that. It's not going to be $3,000. How about $29,000? How about $28,000? We are basically at the band price. That means if you took out the 2 big diamonds and the moonstone in the center, you're looking at that 14 karat gold price tag as it should be for a band by itself. And instead, we're not doing $28,000. Okay, this is getting a little spooky here. We're going to do something wild. I think this might just transition into that second hour tonight. But we'll find out together. We're going to go not even $28,000. Let's go $2,700. Here's why. I know that's an odd place to start, but you got to realize there's more in the gold than where we're at. So if you were to bid and get in, we have to work our way up to the moonstone, the diamonds, the labor that went into it, all of that. So here's how you get your moonstone value. Take a look, $2,700, that sure beats that $5,000. I mean, it certainly makes it a lot more affordable when it's not all that different. As far as the size, the quality is there. 27 to get it started. We can always return to it, but we got a couple minutes to our top of the hour. And our big top of the hour, we got some Tanzanite earrings that are stunning. We're going to show you anything you want to see from the inventory. As long as it's available in here, we can show it to you. And that's going to be anything at all you want to request. I hope you'll get those requests in our final few days of February, because obviously this 12% is wrapping up. And so that's really important. Just keep that in mind. And here we go. No open at 27. That's okay. 5,000 on the 7-carat 3-stone ring. And then here we go. If you'd like to get that one started, 2,700 to get the ball moving here. We've got diamond earrings coming up from our friends at Ferrari. We also have our top of the hour, which is a diamond band, which is also our last time ever seeing it, which is so sad. And it's an icon. So that's the troubling part here, is that it's one you always need to have. If you're a jewelry store, you need to have a band like this. And on an average, I talked to a jewelry store owner today, and I said, just give me a rough estimate. How many of your pave bands do you sell a year? And she said, well, let me put it this way. She had to think about it for a second. She thought it was a trick question. She said, we sell about 50 of them a day. And then I couldn't help myself. I said, tell me, what is your micro pave band going for these days? And then I was really surprised, because it wasn't all long ago I was at that store, and the answer was then it was a micro pave band. We'll forget about the moonstone. I think maybe, hopefully, everybody's got a moonstone that's ever wanted one. That's my hope, at least. We're going to talk micro pave for our top of the hour, but true story here. The folks here, this is a great designer jewelry store, but it's not like super high-end. This is not a Rodeo Drive flagship store from one of the big names that has like supermodels doing their billboards that we have to pay like $50 million to. It's not that. It's a store that has a decent quality of diamond. They do gold. They still do. I give them props for that. Just a few months ago, it was right around the holiday time, so December is when I was last there, and I saw it with my own eyes, and I thought, wow, that micro pave band has really gone up. No surprise, of course, but the micro pave band back then, that they sell a good bunch, they sell dozens and dozens and dozens every day just in that one location here in Los Angeles. They actually asked back then $3,800. Today, 2 months later, it is 2 months later since, can you believe that, holiday time. And we're talking about today, it's over $6,100. It was like $6,125. So this is where, again, as we talk top of the hour, and welcome into our show. It's a Thursday night here. We are live with you as always. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON. I'm glad you're with us. We have 2 hours left to go tonight, and we have a very special top of the hour for you that is featuring a real icon to our industry, not just to us. I'm wearing some of them. I'm wearing them on different fingers of the hand because that's why it's an icon. It's a great thumb ring, pinky ring, ring finger, middle index, anywhere you want to wear them. You can stack them across the hand like I've done, or you can stack them down the finger, or both, because this is going to be the most incredible value we have. It is simply stated, top of the hour, diamond icon here. Again, $6,125 as of today. They sell 50 or so a day in this one location of this band. Everybody can wear it. No matter your ring size, no matter what your style, no matter where you are in life, if you're retired and you're enjoying the life of leisure, or if you are somebody who's saying, nope, I'm shopping for daughters who are just getting started with their careers. They're just starting to wear fine jewelry. If it's daughters, granddaughters, nieces, best friends, sisters, moms, whoever it is, this is the band everybody wears in some way, shape, or form. And if you don't have one, I know some of you already will have one of these. If you're looking to upgrade, if maybe yours is sterling with faux simulant diamonds, if maybe yours is lab grown, if maybe yours is a plated one that you got years ago and it's seen better days because that plating is wearing away. So you figure, why keep buying the same junk jewelry over and over and spending your hard-earned money? Get the great diamond band once in the top quality and you're good to go forever. That's what this band allows you to do. But it is our last time offering this for you because we simply cannot make it the kind of, obviously, if the retailers have gone from all that money back a couple months ago to $61.25 today for this band, compare that to what we're doing. But again, we can always beat retail, we can always beat wholesale, but when it starts getting out of hand, because like I said, with gold, when you've got gold in a band to start, no matter what the size, you're gonna have thousands of dollars just in that gold band alone. Start decking it out with the best in diamonds, it gets a little more pricey, and I don't think there's a lot of us out there that are gonna wanna spend $3,200 on a ring like this here. So we're gonna give you the last hurrah at a better value with your savings, which by the way, go away on Saturday. 12% off, ends on Saturday, it's Thursday night. So that means we got Thursday night, 2 hours tonight, 3 hours tomorrow night, and then 3 hours on Saturday, and it's over. So let me show you what we have here, because we actually have the white gold. I brought out a couple too, to show them as you've been seeing them stacked against the hand here, but there is just no end to the ways you can wear it, the ways you can gift it, the things you can do, the white, yellow, rose. I'll tell you right now, we are very limited with what I have. Yellow gold is something that I know you're gonna love. I don't have, you can see these are different sizes here. I don't have any white gold or yellow gold in stock, to be quite honest with you. But I'm gonna go ahead, and I had to twist a lot of arms to do this. There's the rose gold, I only have one in rose gold. The rest are in white gold. We've agreed to do a small allotment in the yellow gold, but we are gonna lose money doing it because gold obviously costs a lot more than where I'm gonna price this at. True story, 111-0530. I think that item number tells you half the story there, is that this is something that was first developed and was the first items we ever made here as a network. And a lot of you may have been watching then, or maybe you have been watching since then. This is your last call to get it. Here's your chance. And what, again, retail today, $61.25, plus I know out here in Los Angeles County, it'd be about $600 extra for tax. So you'd be looking at close to $7,000 for the band. Skip all that. You know better, that's why you're here. Our original price though, many years ago on 111-0530, way back when I started here, this was an $888 ring. Today, it is not. Now, when I started here, I got to look it up. I think it was $2,200 an ounce. Where's gold was at? I think. I'm going to have to look that up. But in 2016, when I started, this was an 888 band. I can tell you this, gold is reaching record highs nearly every day. It's not done either. Just because it met a record high or matched a record high or set a record high doesn't mean it's done. That doesn't mean it can't go higher. It's still going. So you got to get your bands now, because again, there's always going to be simulants out there. There's always going to be the costume jewelry alternatives, the demi-fine. That's all fine and well, but there's an expiration date on those items. They don't always look good forever. They don't look good for sometimes even more than a day of wearing, and then you have to take them off before you wash your hands, because heaven forbid they get wet or get some soap on them or get exposed to any air, and then boom, it's over. Suddenly your plating is worn off, all that. That's why if you get solid gold from the start with VS Diamonds, you never need to upgrade. You've got the ultimate. And for a ring that is an iconic style that can be worn anywhere on the hand, and remember, you may want to get more than one, today's the day to do it. Give us a call very quickly. One in rose gold can ship out tomorrow. The rest are in white gold. I have got a special permission to do a few in yellow gold. They will not go out tomorrow because they're not here. But there's a few I will make at a loss, by the way, at a tremendous loss, just to honor this price tag. So let's take a look here and get you this big time value. I hope you're ready. 17 points on the diamonds, and they're all VS. Set into the ring, so it's absolutely smooth to the touch. It looks great as a single band just worn on the hand. I know this is the way I like to do it when I'm just kind of casual. You still want to wear a little something on the left ring finger, but you don't maybe need the big old diamond. Here it is. That's one, but it stacks beautifully. And thumb ring, pinky ring, any stacking this way, whatever you want to do. Look at this rose gold on the thumb here. Love the way this looks. Again, one can ship out right away. It was $888 way back when. This is what it looks like in the rose gold. A beautiful look there. The diamonds will always go halfway around at least. So that means no matter what your ring size, you're always going to get diamonds at least halfway around. On a smaller ring size, they'd go even more than halfway around. So it would almost appear like an eternity band. And it's not $888. Give me a call right now. This is the one you need to have. You need to have at least a couple of them to get them to stack, to get them as ring guards, to get them. You can go back on the close-up here. And we're not doing $888. That's the 2016 price. I know we normally say was, which does actually, that works. But it's the 2016 price. And it's today, 2026. And gold at last check is about $5,300 an ounce. And there's still all the experts that I talk to every day who are in the metals trade and they're in the financial world where they really do monitor, because, you know, gold is not really, it's not based on mines. It's not based on anything. It's based on what the rest of the economic market is doing. And when things get a little more uncertain, gold goes up. Let me just say, I am no fortune teller, but I would say, especially, I would think this week, we're probably going to see gold take another leap up. Uncertainty is what really causes gold to go crazy, okay? And there's a lot of that happening. And there's probably more of that happening in the next few days. So let's just get you, and none of that matters because I'm still taking you lower than a 2016 price of $888 on the band with a huge 12% off discount. So this is your excuse to get as many as you need to stack, to get them as gifts, even if you're shopping for Hanukkah or Christmas late 2026. Shop it today. Sounds absurd, doesn't it, on February 26th to be shopping for a holiday that's months from now, 10 months from now. I don't care if it's 5 weeks from now, 6 months from now, deep into summertime. This is when you got to get it because we're not even bringing it back. Not even at $888. I will get people begging me at holiday time saying, please bring that band back. Please, I'll pay $88. I'll pay the old gold price of 2016. Let's go better than that today. But again, this quantity, once it's sold out, it's sold out. Nothing I can do. It's not even $799, nor is it $777. And this is your reason to get, because I know if a pinky ring and a thumb ring, they're probably different sizes, so you would need to get two. If you're getting a couple to stack or layer as a ring finger ring guard, you're going to need to get two. You're going to need to get a different size for the index finger. Maybe you're getting one as a gift for the daughter or the granddaughter. Maybe she wants to start with fine jewelry. This is where you start. This is as classic as jewelry gets, but done in the finest of diamonds and in the finest of solid gold, where it's also finished on the inside. There is not an under gallery. Instead, it's just solid all the way through. Look at that. So this is the way you got to get it. Yes. One white, one yellow, one rose. I love that they're doing the trifecta there, Jason. That's called the trifecta. They're going for the perfect trilogy. And it's not $777. One of all three gold colors is already gone. We are going to be mad busy on the lines because there's nothing else I can show you that's this price. So that's really important. We're going to send them out here, and it's diamonds, 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 more than halfway around the ring, no matter what size you get. Even for my gals, if you get a size 10, a size 11, a size 12, a size 15, this is the one to get. It's not even $699, nor is it going to be $599. And listen, I make gold jewelry for a living. TVON makes gold jewelry for a business. That's what we do. There is no way to make this ring for this price. So you either take it or you leave it, so to speak, which sounds very rude. So forget I said it because it sounds, I hate that phrase, take it or leave it. But I'm going to tell you this. There is no way to get more affordability than this very special top of the hour on a Thursday night here in 2026. And that price and savings already is fantastic. Get as many as you want. This is a real, true, like this is the phone buster, people pleaser of the moment here. And there's nobody that can't wear it. And even if you already have a similar band, I know I do. I got some years ago, long before I was in the business. It's time to upgrade to the better quality. It's time to upgrade to VS. It's time to get solid gold, not a plating, not a mystery metal, not a stainless steel, not sterling. No offense to sterling, it's really expensive too. But nothing is as important as gold. Nothing. Not your platinums, not your sterlings, nothing. And we're going to do better than $599, and this is the real deal diamonds in the solid gold you love, and it's not even $599. Take a look. We're busy on the lines. I wonder why. Even at $599, think of where that's going to go. That's just a little over $500 right now. We're continuing to go lower. This is your value, and you wear it every single day. This isn't the one you're saving, like I'll wear it once a year. There are people that invest into great designer jewelry, cocktail rings, big exotics that they know they're going to wear probably once a year at best. And they still shop them because it's a great value. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a great value, and you're going to wear it every single day for the rest of time. And you wear it, find a way to wear it. This is why I advocate getting, I mean, didn't it look cool when I had a bunch on the hand? I think that's a really chic look. I'd even wear this as a midi ring, which is where you get a smaller size for the more close to the nail knuckle. You can do that as well. It's not $599. Let's get everybody on the phone lines right now. This is never going to happen again. And this is now better than it was 10 years ago. Name me something, anything. Tell me what's better in price today than it was 10 years ago. And this is. And did we compromise? What did we do? How did we cheat it? How did we make it lower in price? Did we take away the quality? Did we make it plating? Did we make it sterling? No. It's the same incredible VS Diamond solid gold band, and that is why you take advantage. And somebody who just took 3 is thinking about getting more. And I have another shopper right now taking 3. They've got white, yellow, and rose. Jason, your caller's got white, yellow, and rose. That's the way you do it. Get an assortment. Even if it sounds ridiculous, but if you have no idea who you're going to give it to or how you're going to wear it, just get a bunch. Get us an assortment or a set, whether you want to just mix and match your gold colors. Look how chic that is as a wedding band. If you're saying, yep, I'm going to leave the big hardware on the shelf at home when I'm going out traveling or when I'm just busy or when I'm just kind of running errands, I don't need that big flashy thing. This is what you wear. Still does the trick. And it's flashy. It's got those sparkling VS diamonds all the way across the top, but it's not even 5. You guys want a better value? I'll do it. I'm not supposed to go any lower than this, obviously. I'm losing money left and right on everything I show you, and isn't that the joy of this show? Isn't that the beauty of tuning in live? Isn't that what we're so excited to do? It's not $5.99. If you want to get one, you got to dial in right now. Operators, I do need to know how many you have, please. So far, we already have 8 of them gone, and I'm not even the lowest price. And that's because not just with the 12% off, but the fact it's going lower than $5.99, it's going all the way down, not even $5.50. I'm thinking about the big discount you're getting. We're going to make it $499. And nothing in fine jewelry is that price. And let's keep in mind, you're also saving beyond that. You're getting it for $439.12. So $439 is what you actually pay. And with the speed in which they're going out, guys, I don't think they're going to last more than 60 seconds. We'll give it 60 seconds. Let's go. I've got literally 17 rings here in total. 17 rings. And already 8, 9, 10 of them gone. 10 people, 10 rings. Well, not 10 people, because some people are getting more than one. You heard that you're getting 3, you're getting 3. Guys, this is not a time to wait. Please get as many as you can. Let me show them on different fingers of the hand here so you can also see how they're going to look. Pinky ring, I've only got 4 here in front of me, so I'm not gonna show you everywhere on the hand, but I'm gonna show you how it looks, whether you're stacking, whether you're layering, whether you're building maybe a little ring guard set, midi ring, thumb ring. I mean, take a look. I got different ways to wear it, and I'm just gonna hope these sizes work. Oh, this one is way too small for a thumb ring, but let me show you the thumb ring. That works. If you don't know your thumb ring size, my thumb ring size is about the size of my ring finger. I doubt that's the same for everybody, but just an idea. There's that rose gold as a pinky ring. Love that rose gold. Then we've got the white gold. I've got a couple white. I just separated them just to kind of simulate what they would look like if you were putting these bands around something else, let's say. So simulating if you wanted to use, like this is the classic ring guard. So you get a classic band like this and you get 2, but they also stack beautifully right next to each other and together. Maybe you want to see, look at that. Look at that 3 together. A lot of you are doing one of each gold color, which again, like I said, I can make a couple in yellow where I'm going to lose tremendous amounts of money. Otherwise, we're selling what's here, which is the one in the rose, and the rest are in the white gold. And we've got very few to go around, and yep, backed up calls as well. There's nothing in fine jewelry out there. This is 3 together, which would cost you what? $439 per ring. 3 of them is just going to be $1,300 or so to get 3 of them. And I have the white, the rose there you can see. I'll show you again what 2 white gold look like together. I mean, this is just the most comfortable, wearable, stackable band ever. And we're very busy. And obviously, I'm just working with the sizes I have here in front of me. But we'll take another up close look at them and see what you think. There's just, and look at the finishing. Solid all the way through. This is more than just an under gallery. It's just solid gold through and through all the way around. So that's really important. And I guess for that reason, it's the same width too. So if you wanted one day to just have the look of a gold band, you could just spin it and wear it the other way, and you would have that look of just a solid gold mirror finish band. There's the rose gold, very pretty. And there's another white gold. And again, they stack because they have that perfect straight edge. That is why they stack so beautifully and so seamlessly together. So keep all that in mind, because we've only got a few left to go around, and we are very busy. And Jason, thank you to your caller. They took 3. Who is that? I know we had Sharon taking 3. We have who? Suzanne's got 3. Suzanne, thank you. Suzanne's getting 2 white, 1 rose. Oh, she likes what we say. Yeah. Dana from Wisconsin. Wonderful. Thank you, Dana. Dana got 3 of them. And again, $499 turns into $439. There's extra savings here. Take advantage of that. Why not? And if you get one thing, listen, I know we can all splurge and get one big Tanzanite or one big moonstone or one big ruby or one big emerald, but I don't know if you're going to wear those every single day. I don't know. Some of us will. So, I mean, you wear what you like. There are no rules with jewelry, but there are certain things that are iconic to wear even on the most casual of days. I don't think a lot of us are going to leave the house without jewelry. There's truly, like, whatever your thing is. Some people say, I don't leave the house without mascara. I don't leave the house without lipstick. I don't leave the house without, for me, just give me some gloss and some sunglasses and I'm good. Gloss, sunglasses, but I'm going to tell you, never is there a moment that I'm not in some jewelry. I literally cannot, for me, my rings don't go everywhere with me except my signet ring. My other rings, I like to stack them, but like, you know, if you're at the most casual level of life, right? Just kind of really, truly just, you know, schlubbing it for the day, you're probably still wearing your jewelry. You're still probably wearing your classic diamond band. For me, it's always going to be hoops and a band. It's going to be my band, my signet ring, and earrings. That is what I can't be without. And I just, you don't necessarily feel completely dressed if you're without your jewelry. I think a lot of us probably feel that way, but that may not mean I'm bringing out the 9-carat Tanzanite today because I'm going to go run and pick up some, you know, some groceries that I need for dinner. Or I'm just going to go pick, for me, it's the gym. That's the kind of place I hang out. I'm here and I'm doing either that or this. So those are the two places you can find me. And I got to tell you, I'm still wearing my earrings. I'm still wearing my signet ring. And then just for weightlifting, it's got to come off. But then for all the cardio, it goes back on. But here's the idea, guys. You're always wearing a band like this. That's an icon. And even if you're going, well, I'm not married or I'm not engaged, fine. Don't put it on the ring finger, or do. Who cares? You wear what you want. Let me tell you something. You wear what you want, pinky ring, thumb ring. What other ring could be worn on any finger of the hand? And you could wear up to 10 or 12 of them at a time on each finger. For those of you that say, I just wish I had more fingers, we all do. We're all jewelry lovers, we do. We wish we had more real estate for our rings. Here you could put on as many rings as you want. You can add this to your current rings you already wear. Add them, wear them, stack them, build them, make your own look. And right now, everyone's thinking about stacking down the fingers. Sure, we've been doing it that way for 100 years. What about stacking across the hand? If you yet don't wear a pinky ring or thumb ring, it is very relevant to do so. And this is the perfect way to start because, you know, let's face it, the pinky and the thumb, we don't have as much real estate as we do on the other fingers. So you may want to go with something a little more simple and narrow and straightforward and basic, classic style like this, but not basic in the quality because you still want to represent, our jewelry represents us. It speaks volumes about who we are in our style before we even speak aloud. So this is where you still want to have great quality. You don't want it to be something you get, like it's a nice to go spend, you know, let's face it, a couple $100 is still what's going to take to buy something in complete costume jewelry these days. For what? For something that's going to look good for a week or a month? And then you're out a ring that you just wasted that money on. Forget about it. There's lab grown. That's fine. It's there. It's there serving our society as a way to get a good look for a smaller price than the real thing. The exception would be TVON. Why? There's no need to buy it because you've got the real thing here, the real thing for a better price. Because you look at some solid gold, if there's solid gold out there, even in plain bands, they're more money. True story, check it, shop me all day. I'm a shopper. I can't go up here and talk about great value if I don't know what everyone else is doing. I have to keep my finger on the pulse of what is going on with jewelry at all times, and boy, do I ever. It's the joy of my job. I know, I got to shop for a living, right? I got to keep an idea of what's going on. I can't tell you it's a value if that's not a value. The band rings you see out there, just gold, no diamonds whatsoever. This signet ring, the signet ring that we sell that I'm proud of, that's my own design, my own baby here. It's up to like $1,800 now for a signet ring. It's not a whole lot different in the gold than this one is. And my signet ring does not have diamonds, this does. So our last look at it now as we get to our last call on this one, and that'll be $439 each at checkout. Congratulations if you got one. Congratulations if you do get one, because we're in last call here on this band forever. So we want to make sure you know that. If you have any questions about what you saw in the hour that just passed, let me know. We can recap that for you. Did the green tourmalines go? The green tourmaline earrings, did they sell? I think they did, right? Okay. Anything else I should know about? 7-carat moonstone still here. Trillion sphene is still here. Opal earrings and leopard opal. That's all I have from the show so far. We've been on the air for 81 minutes. I've got 4 pieces left, and that would be the trillion sphene. That was the recap of the one we had the other day that the diamond weight was incorrect. Now we got it corrected. We have the leopard opal we started with. Oh my, the leopard opal. If you weren't with me at the very, very top of the show, here it is. This is still, it's got to go. There's the leopard opal. This is still so fascinating to me. It's the leopard opal, one source in the world for it, Mexico, and that is the leopard opal that has that black basalt stone, and then you see the colors coming on through. That was 1130-217, the only leopard opal in our inventory, and that is here for $19.99. Still busy on the bands. I think we will be until they're sold out and done, Keep calling on the 17-point VS diamond bands. Don't want you to miss out because you can come crawling to us tomorrow and offer to pay more money. We can't do it, guys. We can't do it. We can't do it anymore. That is our last call on that band. So a real pleasure to have it here tonight. Glad we did. This one's $19.99, but of course there's over $200 coming off that one and only Leopard Opal from Sinaloa, Mexico. So that one is $19.99, but really $17.59. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that one before it's gone, because that's a one of a kind. And then let me just recap the other pieces that are available in rings from hour number one in case you tuned in at 6 o'clock instead of at 5 o'clock. We also have the 7-carat. This is the 7-carat 3-stone oval moonstone, and then we also have the trillion. Now, there is also the cushion cut moonstone too, I guess, so we'll show that as well. Talk about a lot of cool colors here. Whether you're getting a moonstone, look at that, the moonstone cushion in the yellow gold, or maybe you like the trillion in the sphene. Every stone up here is giving you a heavy dose of color, isn't it? So this is my little recap of rings from hour number one that are still available, $19.99. This one's $49.99. This one, we tried an auction, that didn't work. And then we've got the sphene, which is $26.99 for the only trillion cut sphene we have. So that's my little recap for you. And we still got bands going out like crazy. And there they are, $26.99 for the sphene, one only. These are all one onlys. When they're gone, $26.99. You know what? I tried to get this one started in the auction. It didn't happen. Just match the price of the sphene. I'll do, since they're up here as a nice little recap, I'm going to do that same price, $26.99 on the cushion cut. $26.99 on the sphene, $49.99 for the 7-carat, that's the big one. And then we've got the $19.99 Leopard Opal. Were you taking more band rings there, Jason? Thank you so much. We have still got band rings going out, which is good to hear. That means they're still available, but that's wonderful. That's wonderful news. And again, $49.99 or less on this wheel. Okay, we're gonna get to our Ferrari earrings. At the bottom of this hour, which is only about 6 minutes from now, I'm going to show you Tanzanite studs. They're not small studs, though. They're more of that bigger button style that we're going to show you. And again, Leopard Opal, $19.99. There, I will go ahead and do that for $49.99. Remember, that's a tremendous discount, takes it down below $44. Then we go $26.99 on either one of these choices here, the trillion sphene or the beautiful cushion cut square that looks like a round. And that would be that same 3-stone style we saw even in the 7-carat oval. So those are $26.99 each. Let's also show you, there is a heart-shaped pink diamond. There is, it's 12 points, it's very, very special. I want to get to those Ferrari earrings though. So we'll trade a couple of rings for earrings that are pretty much the size of those rings, and a new mark down on this pair of earrings, 112-9976. Look how gorgeous those are. It's not going to be exactly the same earring. That's not the point here. The point is to give you actually the opposite. It's to give you a collection of fancy colored diamonds, all and every single, from the big centerpieces there that are clustered together. Those are mighty fine, larger stones in the middle with that halo around. The point and the objective here is to give you a full range, a beautiful moment where you're getting a whole celebration of an entire collection of color in natural diamonds from our friends at Ferrari. This is 112-9976. They are 305 total weight diamonds. And check out, there is a very lively pinky red. There are greens and yellows and a few champagnes as well to make the largest button style earring we have. 5/8 of an inch, as a matter of fact. Most button styles, if they're really big, they get a 1/2 inch. This is even larger than that in diameter, given that they are 5/8 of an inch in diameter, centered post and butterfly backing as well. We'll make sure that you see what this is all about when they're on the ear as well. But what a look. And we can still, guys, we can, the problem with leaving the bands up there is we would be here all night long. So just a reminder, those band rings, the 17-point diamond band rings, are still available. They are still a bit limited, yes, but still available at the moment, because if we just left them up there, we'd be busy all night long. So just because I move on from something doesn't necessarily mean it's out of stock yet. It just means that we do have other things to show you. We have another 95 minutes left to go, and I want to make sure these Ferrari earrings with their new mark down, that they get a home really quickly here. So I'll measure them for you, then we'll take a look at them on the ear for you as well, so you can get an idea in full of what they're going to look like when they're on. but they are quite special, aren't they? So here's what one looks like, and they've got a great finishing on the inside. So an under gallery to your earring. Here's what they look like from a distance. They are 5/8. Look at that. That's wow. That's just an incredible piece. Centered post and all that beautiful detail in that under gallery. Here's what they look like on, which is so, I'll just put it right, I'm propping it up right where that post is hitting the piercing there, so you can see how they're going to give on, at least on my lobe, they're going to give you a little bit of drop, but nothing that's going to give you, this is not like a movement story. It's not meant to give you like a big dynamic articulated drop. It's still a stud. It's just what we call the button style, because it's a much larger earring in its diameter. So you see how beautiful and bright they are. It might be one of those where if you do have a second piercing, you might want to take that out for the day. I do that too sometimes when I have these really cool scaparella earrings I love that I wear out sometimes. I do have to take off my second earring, just, you know, something you do when you're wearing a larger earring at the base. So let's go back up close, take another look at them. And we're going to blow these out right now for better than 69. That's where they used to be. And if you've got any of those, any Ferrari pieces, any of our yellow diamond pieces we've had here, what a beautiful pairing that would be. And suddenly this one just does not want to hang out with us here. Take a look. There we go. Oh, come on now. Come on. Face forward. Look good. Just, that's what your job is, to look pretty. Jewelry's just got to sit there and look pretty. That's all it's got to do. There you go. Okay. This one's just not happy now. But here we are. Let's move the price away from $69.99, give you a better value right now, and send them out. Remember, only one pair staying in the yellow gold. They go out to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, they're on their way to your home, and you've got them in the next couple of days, and we're going to send them out for under $1,000 a carat. They're $29.99, and then you get them for $26.39 instead. So that checkout price just gets a lot better, doesn't it? Over $370 saved. That's some serious, significant discounting. And that's what we like to see right there. So that's going to be your last call. It's actually 360. I think my math's a little off. 360, 370, yeah. Over $350 saved. So they will be down to just $26.39. That's it, $26.39, and they're yours, and that is for $305. And there's not a basic white diamond in the earring. It's all about the colors and all about bigger individual stones, especially through the middle there. You've got a cluster there of those really big dynamic round brilliants. That's where most of that carat weight comes from. It's not the smaller stones along the sides. Most of what that carat weight comprises of are those big centers. So that's really impressive. And $26.39, one caller. It's my only Ferrari piece. We are done with Ferrari. We have no more coming in. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you know, again, that's the way it is. Sometimes there's like short little limited runs or like a mini series. If it was entertainment, you'd call it a mini series, right? Just a short little kind of a little special kind of edition, limited run kind of opportunity. So we do have the heart-shaped pink. I've also got that pink copper bearing. And then just as a reminder, it was yesterday on the show. I was 100% sure that we were going to have our 9.5 carat go. Now, the truth is we had two. There was a white and a yellow, and somehow, some way, the yellow gold is still here. And I know so many of you asked about it. Here it is one more time, the 9 carat 50 Tanzanite emerald cut. Just want to let you know it is still here if you missed it, or if you just were not with us at all, missed it entirely, or just thought maybe it's gone. Here's where we just want to recap it for about 30 seconds. 112-5704 is your item number. If you have any requests, we're already halfway through the show. We've got a limited time here. Remember also, this is February, but the last couple of days of February. February is that month that sneaks up on you and ends before you know it, because it's that short 28-day month. And it's not a leap year, so we only get 28 days. Well, today is the 26th. It means we have tomorrow night and Saturday morning, and that's it. Fabulous finale February fun sale. That's what this really is. So it's also last call to get your 12% off. So I hope you'll take advantage of that before it's gone and disappears. 9.5 carats of a stunning emerald cut Tanzanite. Couldn't ask for more red flashes than this stone delivers. Also has that really impressive, these like trillion styles. It's round brilliants that are set in that trillion shape to give you the look of a 3-stone ring, but in the emerald cut Museum Reserve. This has got one of the best per carat prices we have seen on Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. Come on over and take a look at it. I'll try it on for you as well. That's going to be in yellow gold, stays in that gold color. Really hot stone. Stunning, is it not? And that one's down to $49.99 only. And then we're going to follow that up with the Tanzanite Asher Cut studs with halos. They're coming up. And that's going to be wild because we've been begging for more earrings and they're just not always here. Let me clean that up a little bit too. I got fingerprints and we got smudgy wudgies, but look at this. That's what it looks like on the hand. Wow. So just, you could say it's twinkling or winking, or it's got your attention because it does that incredible flash. And that's the stone. That's the gray cutting, the beautiful saturation playing together. And can we also add that that's going to come down well over $500. So you get to save, and save some more. How about $43.99? It's a $600 savings on that ring. So $43.99. And if you've bothered to do the math, that's like $460 a carat, which none of my Tanzanites here do except for this one. So that's the way to go. Now later, we're going to have the 6 carats. I rounded up some 6 carats based on your request yesterday, because if the 9.5 carats just a little bit too large for you, I have some 6 carats that are here. There will be an emerald cut. Then there's also an oval, and we'll get into those in just a little bit. Okay, so $49.99. Now here come the studs. Look at this. Look at that. Yeah, I guess it's a little more than just a stud, huh? Sounds exciting, but then you go, nope, that's even better. Asher cut stones. These are the big ones, by the way. We've done a smaller version of this earring. These are the big ones, 1130243, and a match set of these gorgeous, boy, this one needs a little cleaning. Let's do a little really extra special cleaning and polishing here on the stones. This is my 3 carats 54 of Asher cuts. In the earring, boy, I'm going to have them reset that one. This one's a little bit, it's not the stone, it's just a little crooked in the setting. So it's just human error. It just needs to be jogged up on the right side there. That's all. I've already written the note now here. Let's do something very special here for you. So again, very important halo design. It's classic. You can wear them at an angle as well. 1130243 is the number. And that's going to be in white, yellow, or rose. Not limiting on this one, just because I got the mountings at the ready. So if you're more of a yellow gold, if you have more of a yellow gold preference or a rose gold preference, they're ready to go. So it's just going to be a matter of how long it takes to take those stones, which we have to reset anyways, or at least the one on the right side has to be reset, just a touch upward, just because it's a little offset. So again, no biggie. It's not the stone. The stone is perfectly cut. It's just the setting, you know, just tweaking a little bit. So that can be set straight and perfectly for you. But if you want the yellow gold or the rose gold, gladly, we'll do that for you. But again, it's $354 total weight in your stones here. That's a total. We always combine the carat weight. So your center stones here are going to be about a carat 75 a piece. That's a really, really good size. That's a big stone. Then you have the diamond weight that goes around it. That's another 22 points in the VS diamonds that are surrounding it and perfectly surrounding it. It's that perfect match to the halo. So you see they go all the way around in those cuts. So how about we do something wild here? I got the $59.99 price, all fine and well. Let's make sure it goes lower to make sure we make everybody not happy. Ecstatic. We want to make you thrilled, excited, and really just looking forward to receiving some gorgeous Tanzanites. And it's funny, the other earrings I've had today, I mean, I've got pink diamond earrings sitting here. They're smaller, they're way more money. This is a really important way to get a very large stone. And you know that obviously an Asher cut's great if you have an Asher ring, but if you have any cut, emerald cut, oval, cushion, pear, round, doesn't matter. I think the blue wings, as long as the color matches, I think that's what you're looking for. I personally, when I put suites together of just, you know, really important, like, you know, matching head to toe, like bracelet matches the earring, matches the ring, I personally prefer them to be the same color but different cuts, because I think that there's something about when I was younger and before I was, you know, into fine jewelry, and certainly before I was in the industry, I would have to go, like most of us, you know, we didn't have big budgets when we were kids or when we were younger maybe, or just getting started in the workforce. So if you had a smaller budget, what I'd do is I'd go buy those little box sets where you got these little trinkets, and there was always a matching earring and a matching necklace and a matching ring, and they'd come as a set of 3, and it was, you know, very inexpensive. And that's where they would all just be an exact match. I kind of like the idea that when you're upgrading to really, you know, high-end fine jewelry, I think it's nice to have the, you want the color to match, you want the quality to be on the same par. But I think that having alternate shapes and, different styles that are subtly different with that match in the color and the glow and the neon. That's what becomes so important here. And that's what's happening. If you have any of our Blue Wing Block Ds or Museum Reserves, this is going to be that match in the earring to your rings and your pendants and your necklaces and even our bracelets. There have been very few, but there have been some. And then, by the way, you can rotate them if you like as well. If you like them squared off or if you like them more kind of angled so they go point to point. Totally up to you. Centered post, butterfly backing. They've got nice oversized backings as well. We'll go back up close and give you another look at them. Remember, yellow gold or rose gold are fine. These are really good backings too. Let me just show you here what the backings look like because I actually have them. So that's a surprise, number one. And here's what they look like. You can see they've got that really nice pronounced oversized backing. So instead of just being the little butterfly portion with no disc there, the disc really helps, number one, keep that upright and perfectly facing out to the world because it's got that nice little extra kind of support in the back. So just really a good backing there. Let's take them lower than $59.99 because I know we must have somebody out there who's thinking, that would be a great earring to add to my collection. But maybe the $6,000 is standing in your way. Again, those pesky, pesky little budgets. What we're going to do is help you. And only we can do this. And only I can do this. Because we're the only ones that have Blue Wing. I feel an incredible responsibility to take this best quality the world has, which is only here with us, and make it affordable. It's exactly what I'm going to do here. It's not $59.99. I'm going to try the auction. We're going to try it again. Last time I attempted an auction, well, granted, that was first hour. Hopefully we have a few more viewers than we did in the first hour. But the last time I attempted an auction, we didn't even get an open. I'm going to make sure we get an open this time. And that's because of how low I'm going to go to get this started. And let's get everybody in. Last call on a Tanzanite button style earring. Easy to wear, sits closer to the ear, and still very, very beautiful. And again, please to accept my apologies that this is not perfectly set. The one on the right needs to be elevated a bit. It's just a little bit crooked. That is not an issue with the stone. The stone is perfect. It's just in the setting. The setting was probably rushed a little. It's very complicated to set square stones. It's very difficult to make sure it's level. So I'm going to have them, I'm going to just write a little note here and we'll have them reset that. So it's perfect for you, okay? So just know that. Where are we going to go on the price? We need a perfect price to go with the perfect Tanzanite Asher cuts. And I don't know if $5,000 is going to be enough of a discount. And yeah, save 12% on the auction item as well. Sure can. Let's help you right now with a better price than 5, than 4, than even, okay, do we need to go lower than 35? Because really that's like, we're kind of hanging out right there at cost. I'm all for giving you values, but losing thousands of dollars was not necessarily in the plan on a Blue Wing Block D. But let's see if we can do something wild here. Instead of 35, let's go to $3,000. Those are the big stones. Remember, let's not forget, 354 is the total weight. That means you've got a carat 77 on each. That's a big style. And you see the red flashes. Just because they're under 2 carats doesn't mean you're foregoing red flash. Not at all. How are we doing? 3,000? You want to get them started, Jason? You've got a caller on the line. They ready to get that open? Or would it help? Would it help if we go lower than $3,000? Better than 29 or 28 or 27? Oh, I need your help out there. I need your help. And as a result, we get you the greatest earring, the greatest Tanzanite, the easy to wear, not saving for a special occasion. Get them and love them and wear them forever. I would say best for a primary piercing. So yes, even if you have 2 piercings or more, I would say probably stick to the primary piercing only because they are that good size. What about 27? What about 26? Ready? $2,500 and 12%. Listen, we can worry about the 12% later, but it's still something important to put out there so that you know that you're going to save beyond your bid. There's a lot of savings already happening from $6,000 to $25,000. 12% extra would be happening as well when you win. $25,000, looking for the open. Oh my goodness. Let's get them going. Let's get it started, guys. $2,500. If you haven't done the math yet, let's just consider that would be $300 exactly saved. We all good on that? I mean, everyone but ownership. I know ownership's not going to be good with that, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to do that on a Thursday night to get the phone lines rocking and ringing and rocking. 25. That would be $300 extra save. I'd just like to put it out there in case you're not sitting there with a calculator or really just adept at math. That's $300 extra save. That'd be $2,200 if we get the open. We still are looking. I'm verifying, but we're still looking for the open. I'm doing this so I can see my call board here because it looks like we have callers but no open yet. How about this? Not even $2,500. Do we have the open? We might. I tell you what, we're going to keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What about $2,400? Now we're kind of creeping closer to that price you should have paid had you bid and had you won and had you taken the 12% off. We're going to go better than 24, better than 23, better than 22. That was the price that it would have been with a $2,500 open. Jason, you've been on the phone lines the longest. They got to be happy with what they're seeing here. Are they just holding back going, well, the longer I just hold out on an open, the lower she's going. So I'm just going to sit back, put my feet up, and let her go low, low. Let her live up to her name. I'm not doing $2,200. Help, help, help. Okay, has desperation mode hit? 22, no. 21, no. Let's go $2,000. $2,000 to get it started. I anticipate a lot of bids. And you know there would still be 12% off, which is going to be like, yeah, you know the deal by now. So if you bid $2,000 and you won $2,000, let's just say, I think there's a lot of leeway here to go ahead and put bids in even at a bigger than $10 increment. But let's see if we've got the open first. Take a look, 60 seconds to get them started, shall we? $2,000 to get it going. And FYI, the open, if they were to go with that, I mean, hopefully not, but $1,760, you'd have $240 saved off that open, just putting that out there. So think about giving us that open because you wouldn't even pay the bid that you put in. So, I mean, you gotta love a sale event like this. And I know the stone is crooked on the right. I know that. I've addressed that. I've written the note. 2,000. Do we have it? The note has been written. Stone crooked. Okay, so the note has been written. Do we have $2,000? We are moments away from that open clock being expired. Joanne, what are you prompting them to do? What's happening? Oh, good. She's talking about something else. Okay. No open at 2,000, or do we have it? Okay. No or yes? This is absolutely insane. I'm not sure what's happening right now, but oh, Jason, they were on the phone lines all that time and they decided to say no. Oh. All right. Well, we do. I hear we have the open back there, right? Yikes. Okay. So, guys, I've given up so much money on these earrings. We got to sell these. We've got the open at $2,000. I'm just going to say this. If you want to bid, you got to go for it. 2 minutes and we sell them. 2 minutes and nobody's spending $2,000. Even if you bid $2,010 or $2,100 or $2,200, you still wouldn't be spending $2,000. Does that make sense? It sounds like the weirdest thing ever. It's like backwards. One step forward, several steps back. Usually the bad thing here, it's a good thing because we're talking money. We're talking money. You might bid a little more, but you're saving more money. Oh, that fly is back. Oh gosh. Okay, sorry. Sorry, the fly. I just don't want him landing on my earrings. Have you ever seen a fly up close microscopically, like magnified on a camera lens when it sits on jewelry? It's happened, and it's not cute. So I'm on patrol. If you hear a loud smack, that'll be me playing exterminator. But here we are, guys, $2,000. It's the heat. It's like 90 some degrees out here today, so it's hot. I rolled down my windows for like 2 minutes in the parking lot, and instantly a fly came in. I don't know. Here we are, guys. Last chance, last call. So sorry, I know that's, see, you don't get that kind of glamour with your glamorous jewelry anywhere else. Yeah, only here. So here we go. I'm on patrol. So $2,000. Let's go 2 minutes. Go ahead. Giveaway time is here. That'd be 1760. I was on guard all of last night because it was encircling the lights here all of last night's show, all of last night, and I was just like, please. I was just trying to keep it away from my jewelry, and now it's back. Oh yeah. So here we are. Minute 40 left. Anybody else? Now, Joanne, are you on something else, or you're talking about a home page, whatever? So anybody else on those? Let me know. We've got 90 seconds now to get you in. Keep in mind, our $2,000 bidder, if they win, they're paying $1,760, not $2,000. If you were to bid 2010, well, let's say if they were going to win, that'd be like $1,768. So there's not a lot of difference here when you go up in $10 increments and you get a 12% off discount when all is said and done. And I know it's because the stone's crooked. So I don't know. I get it. We're going to fix it. I've written the note. It's good to go. They will arrive to you. Perfect. I'll check them myself before they go out. So usually when I write a note like that, I do. I put a little note. Don't send them out until I check them tomorrow. So here we go, guys. Last chance, last call. 50 seconds remaining. 50 seconds to go. Still have time to get you in. Now or never time. It's right now. So here we go. And then what we're going to do is also show you, we do have an incredible moonstone pendant. I have had no luck with my moonstone rings tonight, but we'll save those for a little later. We got a moonstone pendant coming up, and we'll try to make that extra super duper affordable for you as well. And then here we are with last call, 28 seconds to go. Is that it? We're just going one and done them here? And here all this time, we were really close. Looked like we had the open at 3,000, and it looked like 25 was a go. And now we're at $2,000, and all we have is the open. That's it. So it is last chance. I don't know what this means for my 6-carat blowout either. I've got a 6-carat blowout with stones that are 6 carats in emerald cut. I've got 2 emerald cuts and 1 oval to show you. They'll be coming up as well. You never know what's going to happen on a live show, but I can tell you this. Those earrings will not be available because they're sold. Congratulations. Sold and done and gone. Enjoy those. Okay, so let's get to just a flash here. It's my one and only pink diamond, and it's a beautiful heart shape. So sweet, so rare. 1130556. Just let you know that is something we have available today. If you're interested in a very high-end elite diamond, it is a major 18-karat two-tone setting. That's going to be 18-karat rose and white together. Thank you on the Tanzanite earrings. They are gone. Our Ferrari earrings are still here if you'd like to go ahead and get those. And we've still got a few moments left in our second hour, 1 hour left to go. Please get requests in. We've gone a whole evening so far without a request. That's unusual, especially when we're in the final now 2 days left of the sale event. You have tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday morning. That's it. So bye-bye. You can kiss 12% goodbye. So that's really, I would make requests if you have them. And we've got our heart shape. This is a 12-point heart shape with 14 points of pink diamonds and 45 points of white diamonds, as a matter of fact. So altogether, the 26 plus the 45 would be like 71 points overall, if my math is correct. And what we're going to do is make this really simple and easy. And it's so rare to get a heart-shaped pink. Really, really unusual. It's like a pinky purple. It's really on the edge there. I wouldn't call it full purple, but it definitely has a more saturated, deeper pink than most do. That is certainly the case here, and we're going to send it on out. Natural, all of them. 18-karat gold as well. It's always VS material also. So keep that in mind. You're getting your VS material plus the 14 plus, again, it's the 12 center. So the 12 is the center stone, then the 14 are the side halos all together, and then the 45 points are the white diamonds. So we really do. We break it down very individually and distinctly so you know exactly what you're getting as always. But there's a great price tag coming up for you as well. $13,000. They will not, or it will not be rather. We do only have one. It stays as is. It's got some great finishing on the inside as well, which we'll take a look at that way. And then of course all that, oh, did I just see it? Look at that. What, isn't that interesting what's happening underneath? Are you seeing the center stone as we turn it back to the front? There's a very distinctive hot pink red flash. Interesting. Coming from this very high end and rare. I can only think of a couple pink diamonds I've ever had in 25 years that were heart shapes out of a lot of jewelry. That would be the understatement of the year. To say I've sold a lot of jewelry is an understatement. I think I'm the only one that can boast spend actually selling and offering over $1 billion worth of jewelry sold. And that's not $1 billion of retail price, that's $1 billion plus in sales. So that's, again, it's extraordinary what we've offered. But again, here it's a little different. We have one of a kinds. Back in the day, I used to work at places, I had 50 of things, 100 of things. There were times when I could sell unlimited numbers where there was no limit. I could just go sell whatever I could. We would just work with a different higher caliber, so it's more limiting. It's just when you have stones, we don't want to just say, here's a stone, an example, what you're going to get, and send you something that looks nothing like it. And I really admire that. As much as it's limiting here, as far as what we can provide and how much we can sell, it is certainly nice to know that when you get it at home, you're going to love it, because it's not a variation of what you're seeing. It's exactly what you're seeing. And the only thing is, it's going to look better than it does on camera, not worse. So that's the thing we see all the time. But, and again, I appreciate knowing, you know, someone who doesn't like to return things myself, I like knowing that you have that confidence in how you shop your jewelry here, and you really understand what you're getting well before it arrives. And we're going to blow this out. Instead of that $69.99 price, we've got a huge value on the way, and it's going to be down to just $32.99. That'll be it. And that's going to be our one and done on the heart shape. And that's a significant size for a pink diamond. Ellie, thank you. We have your request coming up. It's our first one of the night. So thank you, Ellie, for giving us the distinct honor of showing you the first request of the night. We've got a beautiful Colombian emerald that actually was here last night, briefly shown, and showed it next to a chevaux. She sounds like loving the Colombian from the Muzo mine. So we'll share that with you next, Ellie. That's going to be coming up if you want to jump on the phone lines and be ready to go. But $32.99, and here's a look at it on the hand. Again, 18 karat gold's a nice upgrade as well to get in your pink diamond heart shape, and there you have it. So that's it's a beautiful, beautiful look. It's also a classic style. This is not overwhelming in the size of the ring overall. It's nothing that's going to be, of course, when we talk about ring size, we make sure we do that for you. When you're talking about the size of the ring or the dimension of the ring, that's where, again, very wearable kind of classic styling there. Okay, so $32.99. Let's get to Ellie's request next, which is, as an emerald lover myself, I'm very particular about emeralds. I get in some trouble here sometimes because I'll have probably 20 or 30 emeralds a week to show you. I don't show you many of them because, and it's a tough thing, because you got to realize we're shopping together on a medium called television. I realize many of you might watch in other ways now. You can still watch our television broadcast through other different avenues on different types of screens, but you can't deny the fact that one thing never changes, and that is that the ability to have everything up front and up close. It's the same reason why those Tanzanites, when we sold those earrings a moment ago, they would never look off center when you see them in person. I've got great eyesight. I've been blessed with great eyesight. And yet I can look and I can spot a missing diamond a mile away. And yet a lot of those times you don't see something like that in person, but everything. Every last detail shows, which is why I always say if you like it on TV, you're gonna be very impressed when you get it at home, because we're going, and do you ever notice a lot of people that sell jewelry on TV, they don't get close to it at all, like ever. They're like backing away, things are spinning on a wheel, and you're supposed to buy it by seeing it like a mile away and it's all fuzzy. How on earth do you buy jewelry that way? I don't understand it. Granted, I'm spoiled. I like spoiling you. We're giving you a better look. People ask me all the time, but aren't people more comfortable shopping for a piece in person when they can see it and hold it and feel it and touch it and actually see it with their own two eyes up close in person? The truth is, this viewpoint is a lot better and a lot more detailed than anybody can do up close in person. And that's why I love this medium that we have here. It gives you a much better way to buy jewelry than any other. And yet, as long as you can see it up close and really spend some time getting to know your jewelry. 112-8858 is the item number here. And this is why emeralds are one of the most difficult thing in the world to present on TV. And that's why I only show about 5% of what I ever have. Because I know that if it's not perfect to the eye, it's going to look absolutely awful on TV. That's the point. These are a very included type 3 stone. And usually if you see, I know it's like we live in a world where most of everything's done on the internet. So you're looking at a photograph and every emerald you see on an internet site is going to look perfect. You're going, so it's not that hard. Yeah, every photograph I think you've ever seen on the internet, including your friends' photographs they post just to show their vacation photos, they're heavily edited these days. They are. And again, once again, with live TV, you know what you're getting, because I can't edit live TV. You can't edit live TV. It's the same reason why most all movies and everything else, everything is shot in a medium where it is then post-production, right? You clear up the mess, you edit things out, you clean up the audio. We can't do that. It's live TV. So it just, there's nothing you can mask. And isn't that impressive when it's an emerald that is by nature has a type 3, it means included. It just means they're always included. They're so included by nature, they have a fancy euphemism, a way that we can, in a pretty way, describe their inclusions. We call it the jardin, which is French for garden. And that's supposed to describe, oh, isn't that a lovely jardin on that stone? That's because it's included. They usually are. And so when you get up close and give 10 power magnification and see everything with the light directly on it, you're going to see everything there is to know. So if it looks that good, that good in that scrutinizing view, well, get ready, because you are going to see an emerald on your hand that doesn't look like most. And this is our 99-point emerald cut emerald with the stacks of the baguettes on the sides, 41 points there. That's on average 10 points a piece. Here's what it looks like up close and on the hand. Now even brighter. And that's what I want to show you. We just went a few feet away, but you're seeing it from a perspective now where it just lights up completely every aspect of the stone, every side, every facet. It lights up and glows. That's important. So here we are, classic setting style. Love the baguettes with the emerald cut because they all pair well together. They all very similar in their look, and we're going to make this so much better than the $79.99 price tag. Look at that stone. And again, facing up directly into it. I know that's not the best view for the diamonds because the diamonds are pure white. There you can see it from a little angle. And look what those are the diamonds, by the way. If you're wondering what the heck is going on there, who's got the disco ball going and that reflection, what's going on there? That's just the diamonds. And look at even the green reflecting there on the wheel itself. Look at that. And it's not a reflective surface, it's paper. It's computer paper. Literally paper out of the printer. That is stunning. It's not 79. It's not 69. 59. 49. Let's go extra low. We got 1 hour left to go tonight. 1 hour left. And the most amazing jewelry in the world on display. And now it's basically the price you would pay in California for the tax. Because if that's a $50,000 ring, that's $5,000 a tax you got to pay. At least in the county I live in. Here's what I'm going to do instead of $49.99. Or instead of $39.99. We're going all out, all out. The emerald of your dreams. If you're particular about quality, I know I am. Welcome to the club, guys. If you tend to be really, 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 I'll say it, picky. You just are all about quality. This is the one you get. This is the one you need to have. Emeralds, it's just, it's tough. It's tough. If you're an emerald lover, you know. It's two things. You either got to settle for the more included or you got to pay tons and tons of money to get a clean stone. The exact opposite is true here. We're giving you everything all in one package deal. We have 1 minute left till our final hour kicks off, and we've got a very big special for that top of the hour. But first we go here, $39, it will not be. This is $29.99. There's over $300 extra off that price tonight. Take a look at it one more time. 26, 39. Amazing. And that's going to be it. So first caller gets that for an amazing, amazing price tag. $29.99, 12% off. That would be $26.39 and change. And that's by request. Thank you, Ellie, for watching tonight. Thank you for requesting as well. Let's move on to our top of the hour. It's a moonstone pendant in 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds to go till our top of the hour. Our final hour, that means that if we include tonight's last hour, we've got 7 hours total over the next 3 days, tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, to get you 12% off. That is not a lot of time, especially if you're going on a hot date on Friday night and you're just busy on Saturday morning. Then you got 1 hour. 1 hour tonight to shop the discounts. And the 7 o'clock hour is here. Welcome to our last hour of our Thursday night. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Yes, this emerald is gone. Congratulations. Thank you. We're going to talk moonstone for our top of the hour. So thank you very much on that one. Enjoy it. And thank you. And congratulations. And well done. And welcome, everybody. If you are just now tuning in, and if you have been with us, a special welcome to our last hour. We've got an important moonstone coming up. It's 113-0189 on the way. And I'm Lauren Blair. Nice to have you with us. 1 hour left. We have got a very special show. And remember, fabulous February sale pricing. It's all ending. 12% off is ending on Saturday at 1 o'clock. That's it. February, it's over. By the time we see you on Sunday, I'll be here Sunday, but March 1st. March 1st. Oh, that's always a fun day. We got a little award show, pre-show, the big finale to the award show season, the biggest award show of them all. It's happening on Sunday, so we'll get you a little pre-party, make you feel like a star without having to ever be in the movies. And we certainly do that every single night. So if there is, again, any other requests you'd like to see, please let me know. I'm going to start this hour with a moonstone. Now, I've had 2 moonstones already in rings. This is what we really need, the pendant. The rings have been here. The rings have been very popular and very quick to go, typically. But we've had so many of you asking for something to go with it, something that's also wearable. And if you are a little bit concerned about the moonstone being on the softer side and you're a little bit worried about daily wear as far as a ring goes, pendant would be the perfect way to get around that, because you're not going to have any problem wearing a pendant. You don't need to worry about if it is a little more delicate of a stone. It's usually our opals, it's our rhodochrosites, it's our rhodonites, it's our sphenes. Those are oftentimes popular in pendants because that is where they are a little bit more delicate. So you need to sort of handle them with kid gloves or just with, a pendant. So take a look at this one. A gorgeous, just truly magnificent color we've been loving. Colors, it's every single color. I like this bright green glow that you really don't see unless it really moves like this. It's 113-0189, and again, welcome in. Last call, guys, on a Thursday night. Very excited to have you with us tonight. Here's our 1/30 private collection moonstone. With a 37-point diamond weight, there's always going to be something special here on every top of the hour. I get 3 top of the hours with you every day. That means 3 big specials to tune in for and never miss. And then take a look at this. Great finishing on the inside. Faceted moonstone is something special, isn't it? And there's our carat 30, and look what that does. Now I'm going to show it a couple of different ways. We got to show it on the hand here, give you that look of the length as well, and getting very excited about the discount that is headed your way. So let's do that real quick as you want to get on the phone lines. Now here's another thing I want to offer. I offered it in one of our previous moonstones in our rings earlier tonight, where I said, you know what, go ahead and choose your gold color here. If you'd like it in a gold color other than white gold, be my guest. Take it in the yellow with a rose and just give us an extra day or 2 to do that. But that's what it looks like there from a distance away. Here's the length measurement, top to bottom. It's going to be, at 3/4 of an inch, maybe a tad bit more. We'll just round down and call it 3/4. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well, so you can see how that's going to look as far as the size is concerned here. And a really important styling that is just, look at that, that moves. Instead of me moving, I'll just move the piece. So you can really see how gorgeous that is with all those different displays of colors that are coming through so distinctively. And of course, lower light, more color. We'll go right back on over to the close-up here just to show you again what we can do here, white, yellow, or rose. And such a beautiful pop of color there in all the colors. This is really that rainbow iridescence, that really important look where all the different colors coming together, but in an iridescent kind of pastel way, but still very bright. Pastel doesn't mean no color. It means just all those different colors, not primary colors, but more of those really intriguing pastels blending together. We've got one important value here, and since it is the start of our final hour tonight, and we still have some Tanzanites on the way to share with you that are 6-carat sizes, 2 emerald cuts, 1 oval coming your way. We've still got some pink diamond earrings. Another emerald is here as well. If you want a oval instead of an emerald cut, we've got that as well. But here's where we make the magic happen on the moonstone. What should be $39.99. Well, I've struggled a little bit tonight so far with moonstones, so that just means we got to make this even better. And I think we need to go to an affordable level you have not seen yet with moonstones. And pick up the phone and dial in if you're even halfway intrigued. Maybe you have a ring, you're trying to match it. Maybe you love your ring. Maybe you just want to go with the more ease of wear of a pendant for your moonstone. Here's how you do it. We're not asking $39. We're not asking $29. It's going to be the quickest one to go, I think, of the night here. And remember, we had $4.99 diamond bands still here if you want, and we'll recap it if they're still here. We've got a few pieces that are still left in the show. We'll recap those as well, make sure they all go. But our last call on the broadcast is now, and you're not paying $29 or $19.99. Come on in. There's nobody ahead of you yet. That will change. And what can I do? I wish I had a bunch of these to go around. I don't. We weren't even supposed to have any more, and they were all pulled from those museum collectible pieces. This one was actually pulled from a ring that didn't sell a week ago. And we said, we got it. We heard your request. Let's make a pendant. Let's make a pendant to go with all the rings, give you a great accessibility here. And for me, it's not just accessibility of how you're going to wear it. It's accessibility of the price tag. Got to make it easy. Not even 19. What about a $1,499 price tag on this one to save you an extra $500? Okay, or not. 37 points in diamonds. I think that is quite substantial, certainly, for a pendant. What if we go even lower than that? It is not going to be. This is wild. It's not going to be 14 or 13 or even $12.99. Let's move it for our top of the hour. Then the Tanzanite wheel of 6 carats are coming. And there's a big time blowout as well. So really excited about that. Not $12.99, not $11.99. You know what's happening. There's a 12% extra off coming your way. So that's important too. And you're not paying 11 or let's just really blow it out, because I'm thinking ahead to the 12%. How can you not? Got to think about where that takes you here at $11.99. Let's go even lower. We'll make it $1,111. And the reason for that is because after your discount is going to be well under $1,000 for that one moonstone. So $977 and change. If you'd like to go ahead and get it, please do. So that will be it. $11.11 comes all the way on down. So very, very important. $977 and change at checkout. Amazing piece there. And you choose your gold color too. So that's really exciting. Love when you can choose your gold color and we can still get it out to you rapidly. So that's exciting. Big Tanzanite's on the way. We'll give you our last call. I still have the 9.5 carat emerald cut from yesterday. Did save that for another look based on your request. We're going to show you our 6 carat one of a kinds coming up. Another emerald is here. Let me know if you want to see that bicolor that we had last night briefly. I know I had a couple questions about that today. That bicolor cornflower sapphire is here. We have this one. If it's here, it's here. Listen, $977. It's weird. We've had 2 incredible moonstone rings. Prior to tonight, we don't have them stick around. Tonight, there have been 2 incredible rings that have been our private collections. They're still here too. So if it's not a moonstone night, it's not a moonstone night. But if you do want that moonstone pendant, great way to go there. All right, let's show you our Tanzanites. I have 1 oval, 2 emerald cuts. The oval will stand the rose gold. So this is for our rose gold lovers. Now here's where we get into white gold with the emerald cut. Oh my, stacks of diamonds down the sides. We're going to zoom back a bit here because these are the big ones. Not the 9.5 carat, which again is still here. We showed it earlier. This time around, you're getting your choice of either the oval and the rose, the emerald cut and the yellow. They will all stay. I do like that we're giving you, and it's funny, we had earlier tonight a diamond band that was 17 points in diamonds, and so many people were getting a rose and a white and a yellow to create that tricolor effect if you're stacking. Well, I like that we've got a trilogy here to choose from in all 3 gold colors. I think it's also just a nice little bit of knowledge too if you've been curious as to how your favorite Tanzanite, how you would like to set. Now I know we don't have the luxury of having a lot of Tanzanites going forward. We're almost sold out of them completely. This is our own exclusive here. It is only with us at TVON here. It's the exclusive to our network only, the best in the world that have ever been mined. It's Museum Reserve Blue Wing Block Ds. These are the Blue Wing Block Ds that are that special vein of that particular D block that is no longer operational. It has been completely mined out for over 16 years. So you really have to have, again, a friend or a family member or some knowledge of the business. In this case, we work directly with the miner who's been friends with the family that runs this company for generations because he too is a multi-generational gemstone miner. So is our family here that runs and operates TVON. Started TVON because there were stones that we felt as a group had to be shared with more than just collectors or people in the business. It's no different than if you're a doctor, you probably have access to some medications that maybe nobody else does at first before they come out. If you're a lawyer, you're going to give good legal advice to a family member as well, probably for free. If it's your business, you get special opportunities, special priorities, special moments that not everyone else is going to have. This is really the network that was developed and designed and established to bring museum caliber gems to more than just collectors in the business or just wealthy millionaires or billionaires that have a lot of discretionary funds to sell and collect gems or to buy gemstones. This is really about sharing all that with those of us that maybe don't have a big city to go to a design house. Forget about design houses. They don't have half of what we show you here. And this is another exclusive opportunity. However, after 7.5 years, we're almost sold out of it. So now you're getting a last call here on our Blue Wing Block Team Museum Reserves. 3 to choose from here, all one of a kinds. They're going to be a great affordability level. I'm going to walk you through. I told you they're 6 carats or greater. The 6 carat is the yellow gold. That's the 6 carat even. That also has princess cuts and rounds. It'll be 27 points in princess, 16 in the rounds. Then we go to the next size up. That's my 624 right here in the middle. That is the rose gold setting. 624 oval, and that has a halo of 72 points. And then our largest is the 629. 6 carats 29 on another emerald cut. If you can get saturation level, and this one needs some polishing, if you can get saturation level out of an emerald cut in the same way that you have saturation in an oval, you've got an achievement. You've got something special. That's, I don't know which one you're looking at, but both are doing that start to finish from the very outside edges all the way to the center. They are giving that superstar status of saturation. It's important. And the way that's looking, we have all 3, one price. You choose your favorite, and we're going to give you the opportunity here. They do stay as they are, just so we can get them out quickly to you. If you don't mind waiting, I suppose we could probably make an adjustment there, but if you want it right away, as in shipped out next day, we do the sizing for you still. That's not just saying, oh, here you go, it's a size 10, go on your own and get it sized to a 5. That would be very costly to do. My neighborhood jeweler is asking $800 a size right now, up or down. So that would be $4,000 to size a ring right now, if you were going to, change it a couple sizes. Did you hear what I just said? Because that's a testament of not just gold pricing, but people's time is valuable and labor is crazy. And we do all that for you with a wonderful per carat price, where all we're really talking about is giving you the best per carat price that's going to beat everybody else in the industry. But we also do that free sizing. And we also do that free shipping. And just so you know, our shipping partners adore us, but we don't get shipping for free. You do. We don't. We're paying for the shipping. Somebody's sizing that jewelry. And it's us right here, in-house. That's done for free. This is so much extra bonus. I mean, I just save you potentially like $4,300 in sizing and shipping alone, regardless of where we go on what were $99.99 pieces or more. $99.99 or greater were the prices they started at, and now they're not. So here's how you go about this. You get one or you don't, but we are in last call on our Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserves. And that's the other big crucial thing, is that if they stay here, they don't just sit around and go back to a vault. So even if you said, no, bring it out next week, I'll pay $99.99, that's not going to be the option. They are prioritized and reserved for museums. And eventually, they got to make that trek. And if the museum doesn't get them because you got it instead first, fine. That is the priority. You're the TVON family. You get the priority. Otherwise, we would have given them to the museums from 7 years ago, and they wouldn't even be here to show you. Instead, we're giving you a better value than even $4,999, because let's face it, I had a 9 carat for that price, so we're going to make the 6 carats a lot more affordable. So instead of $49.99, which is half of where they should be, we're going significantly less than that and taking them below 49 and below. Remember how I told you just going up or down 5 sizes would cost $4,000? I'll make the entire ring less than $4,000, but it's not $39.99 either. Come on in, everybody. This is my last call, Museum Reserves, and we've only got 45 minutes, and we got to move some jewelry. So a lot of times you realize that's why we do these shows live. You can set up a price and leave it there, or we can make up prices on the fly based on what needs to happen to pay for the airtime. That's what I'm opting to do here. So we're going to get you a better value than $39.99 and send them out. There's one of each. So the first person that takes that white gold in that emerald cut stacked with diamonds, that's going to be gone. Same with that rose gold and that oval. Same with the yellow gold. That is princess cuts and rounds together. You're not paying $39. You're not paying even, guys, we're not even asking for $39.99, and this is before 12% off, which only has 2 days left. That is crazy to think about, because 2 days is going to be gone before you know it. Want to make sure you get in on these values before it is too late. Take a look at this. It's not going to be $39.99. They're not going to be even 30. Nope, not 38 or 37 or 36. We got 3 pieces to move. I know we can do this together. We need a big value. You got it. You came to the right place tonight. $36.99, go lower. How about $35.99 on 6+ carats? Each one, guys, 6 carats or more. And we're going to go lower than 35. Let's make them $3,499 only. And that with your 12% off, that comes down to $3,079. They're basically $3,000. I mean, just a little bit more. And we're doing right out to you, get you in your size, get that free shipping going as always. And that's the piece you will get. Whatever you see on the air there, that's the piece you're getting. And it'll be right out to you for $3,079. That's impressive. When you think about what those Tanzanites are, and like, for example, the 6 carat 29, you're thinking free diamonds, free gold, and a $480 some per carat price tag. Come on now. That does not happen. That's not normal. So you let me know which one you like the best here, and then we will show. Hey, William, we've got the, oh, is this my last Ferrari men's ring? I didn't know we even had this. We've got a signet ring here. A men's signet loaded with diamonds. William, we got it. It's coming up next for you. $489 a carat? That's wild. $3,079 per ring. Which one do you want to see? We can do the recap on the carat weights. Show it on the hand. Yes. The left side. You got it. That's going to be a size 8.5 right now. Remember, we are sizing for free. So I can understand worried about the ring size if you're getting it home and you're on your own. But that is so, let me just try that on real quick too. That's the white gold, that's the 629. 93 points in diamonds as well. So that's gonna give us the most diamond weight and the largest size and the stunner of the emerald cut and our very popular white gold. I know that's what everybody wanted last night. Wasn't it true? I know we had a few people miss out. There was an emerald cut last night in a white gold mounting, and that was the first to go. And we had to turn so many people away. Here's basically that same kind of look, emerald cut, 6 carat 29 this time around. 93 points, you've got this one. All right, congratulations. That one's gone. We'll take a look at our last two remaining, which are either the 6 carat emerald cut in the yellow gold or the 6 carat 24 is for the oval. So you get to decide, oval or emerald cut. $34.99 comes down to $3,079 instead. So a very impressive way to go, and thank you so, so much. All right, so let's give it 60 seconds then. William, if you want to hop on the lines, William, I'm going to just ask that you do that just so you have first right of refusal, because this has been a ring I did not know we had. And I remember the last time I had this on the air, I had probably 50 people reach out to me just directly through email that said, if you ever get that ring back, let me know. I had no idea this ring was back. So let me show the men's signet ring that's part of our Ferrari partnership here. We're going to show that coming up. By the way, the trillion sphene, we showed it earlier, still available. Trillion sphene, leopard opal, still available. Here we go with the yellow gold emerald cut combination, the oval as well. That's the 6 carat 24 on the oval, 72 points in diamonds, classic halo. And then we have the emerald cut, which is the 6 carat with the princess and the rounds. And a total of, let's see, 40, I think it's 40 some points, 44 points, something like that. So really good on that diamond weight as well. It is going to be, yeah, it's going to be 43 points in diamonds total altogether on the yellow gold setting. And then we've got the men's signet ring coming up next. But who's going to take the oval and the rose and who's going to take the emerald cut and the yellow? We're about to find out. Yes. Let's go with the oval on the hand. Here is the oval, 112-6186 is the one you see there. It's in rose gold. That is a beautiful combination. I think of so many of you have tried to collect different looks in Tanzanite, wanting different carat weights, different shapes, different mountings, different sizes, different looks. This could be it. So I know one of the few rose gold Tanzanite options I've ever had. It's our 624 and 72 points in diamonds. Very similar carat weights to what we saw in that previous emerald cut that is gone. And remember, $3,079 and change at checkout. So quite the savings here, nearly $500 extra savings, and we've got 40 minutes to go. So a really important value there. So that's the oval and the rose. Do we have, Jason, are you thinking about the oval or the emerald cut or neither? All right, so we're going to go back. Here's the emerald cut in the yellow gold. Now notice those are princess cuts set together on the sides down the middle. Round brilliance flanking those. That is a 6 carat with a 43 point diamond weight. Here's what it looks like on the hand and tons of red. The reds I just saw, just picking it up. And for that brief moment, oh my, look at that right there. Look at that, that does. We love our emerald cuts and the consistency of the color all the way through here is spectacular. So that is also going to be $3,079. Beautiful, beautiful stone there, and congrats. Let me show you both again, because we need to move out the trio here. We're down to 2. That's, I think, not even long for this world here, because we are verifying on each. So I'll give you a little closer look at either emerald cut in yellow or opal and rose gold. And there they are for $3,079 a piece, whichever one you like. Best value we can bring. And the 9.5 carat in the yellow gold emerald cut is still here from last night. Showed it earlier, can show it again if you'd like to get that one instead. Highly recommend it. Let's get to this men's signet ring. Although I say men's, I would wear this ring. I love a signet ring, and I love the meaning behind them, and I love the look and how chic they are right now. But this one is covered in multicolors of diamonds. Let's take a look at it. It's the last one. It's the only one. I wish we were getting more. Unfortunately, we're not. There are fawn diamonds, yellow diamonds, green diamonds, all big stones individually. 1129902 is the number here. And it's even got satin finishing on the sides with your mirror finishing. How good looking is this ring? And it's all finished on the inside, and I'll try it on for you. It's 1129902, yes. I can check for you. I've got my handy dandy helper Mandy here to help me out, and right now it's a ring size 10 3/4. That's where it is right now. Let me do that on the hand while we're here. It's got a fully finished under gallery. That's going to be what it looks like from a distance away. 212 in diamonds all across this top square. That's still pave, even though they're big. I think there's a misconception out there that you need to have teeny tiny diamonds to pave them. That is not true. You can pave bigger diamonds, but it is more complex to get them set together where they all look just so perfectly seamless. And this has that great satin finishing, but still glows, as you can see there. Satin finishing on the side, and then the edges are all mirror polished. Now you also have the back of the band. Let me show you the side. So see, there's a very distinct line here where the satin finishing goes to mirror finishing. And look at that, it's right there. You can see right about there. I know it's subtle, but there it is. And so the back of the band, where it's going to be sized for you, is all mirror finished, as well as that outside edge. It's like a big border around your 212. And there's your finishing. I cannot get over this price tag. If this were white diamonds, like the straightforward, basic, everyday white diamonds that are expensive, but they're still easy to get, they're expensive. VS white diamonds, 212. Just let's put it in perspective. Our men's ring that has a carat 43 in diamonds, the ones we've had as an iconic style forever, that men's ring with a carat 43 in white diamonds right now is more money than this one is. So take it from our friends at Ferrari here. Solid yellow gold will size it for you. Finished on the inside. It's not lacking for anything. It's over the top rare. 212 in diamonds. It's under $3,000. It will go. It's $29.99. That's the one you get right there. So $26.39 at checkout. Let's take one brief look at it. Don't think that's going to stick around. It's gone. Congratulations. Did either of our Tanzanites go? Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so here's the deal. Also, here's the 9.5 carat, just as a recap. That's the one from yesterday. 9.5 carats in the emerald cut, 1125704. That is available, and it's $49.99. Thank you much. So the men's ring is gone. Check on pieces from earlier. Definitely check on pieces from earlier tonight. We've got a few left. I will recap them, but you know how that goes. By the time we recap them, there's a lot of people that already say, wait a minute, I've been thinking about it all day and I missed out because you showed it again. Make sure you pick up what you're needing and what you're looking for now. It's important to do so. That one's only $43.99 at checkout. There's a huge savings of $600 extra off this ring. It's extremely important to get that one too. And then here we go. We ready? Let's move on. We have something very special coming up. And I do have this big Paraíba. I showed it in the very beginning of the show. It's a pink. We're calling it orange pink. I don't see as much orange when it's on camera. There's a little bit of golden, there's a little bit of pink, and on camera it gets a little more lavender, but it is Paraíba. So it is copper bearing. The stone is stunning, and it's a unique one for us. 113-0185, one only in the white gold. It's a pendant. That is a bail that is on the left side of the screen. That'll sit on top. Did you have a question? Oh, okay. Who got that one? Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Love when that works out. Thank you. All right. So here we are with our Cuprian, albite, or purple Paraíba. It's really a pinky purple here. So it's a 3 carat 06 in the center, oval stone, 5 points in the diamonds. Very, very well done here. And yet it is going to be a good one. This is one of those outstanding pieces. We've only got 34 minutes in the show. We're going to be doing a recap. There's only a few pieces left. We'll get everything out the door from the entire show today. That's the idea. That's what we got to do. And we will make that happen for you. But right now, the 306 is here. And that's stunning. And then let me show it from all the different kinds of, different levels and looks and different sizes. By the way, that's all bale. So you got plenty of room. Even if you're looking for something to go on a bigger chain, thicker chain, heavier chain, you got it here. That's what it looks like. This is more distinct because it's pink. Now, if the purple's rare, I'll tell you, the pinks are even more rare. And the reason we start with it up close is to really see how very, very, very clean the stone is, because that's obviously unusual with a copper bearing. And then we take a look at it from a distance and see that it's got a 3/4 inch top to bottom length, and we'll show it on the neckline for you as well. There it is from another perspective, so you can see how gorgeous that is going to be with that little crisscrossing design. Reminds me of the great designer earrings we brought you yesterday for the first time in yellow diamonds. They had that same little designer crisscross up above. Let's go back to the up close as well. Show you again. Note the clarity here, because it is copper bearing material. That should be, as any tourmaline is, but especially the copper bearings are where they get really included. And you can see that's just not the situation here. It's not the case. I can't find a flaw in that stone. We've only got the one. We have 33 minutes left to go in the broadcast. It's Thursday night. You got 2 days left after tonight to shop the sale. So 12% off, bye-bye. 1 o'clock Saturday, done. It's Thursday night. So we got a last call on this sale event. We're going to do better than even $3,000 on a 3 carat Paraíba. That just does not happen. And yet we're not even doing $3,000 or $29.99. Let's keep going. I'm going to make sure everything from this entire broadcast goes, and we're almost there. We are so close. So this is where, again, last call on the show, last call on these items. Let's make sure everything gets a home, and we're going to do this right now for better than $29 or $28 or $27.99. Big moment for savings. And your last call, 12% off, is done very soon. So I think we need to really take this moment and yeah, get requests in, do that. Definitely let us know what you'd like to see, if there's something we can go in the inventory and get for you. This is better than $27.77. Have you ever seen a 3 carat Paraíba go for this price? I mean, that's remarkable. We'll go $26.99 instead. And that way your price tag comes down to just $23.75 at checkout. One Tanzanite pendant. I've got one. I've got one gorgeous pink diamond earring, a major Paraíba deal. Last call on the show. We'll also recap for you. So anything else you'd like to see before we go, it is time to tell us. What would you like to see? We still got 2 moonstone rings. Pendant's gone, but we have 2 moonstone rings, 1 heart-shaped pink diamond, and let's show you the recap that we've got for you here in rings tonight. Okay, any questions you have or any requests, you can get those in. I know it's tempting to wait till the final day on Saturday. You don't need to do that, especially when, who knows, we know life gets busy and things get in the way. So we know we don't want you to miss the 12% entirely. So it would be the time to call us and tell us what you'd like to see. Why not now? You got the same savings now as you will on Saturday, when everybody's bombarding us with requests at the end of the day. So I'd much rather get your requests in now. We've got the time to do it. We have 31 minutes still to go. We can show you a lot of jewelry. More importantly, we can discount a lot of jewelry. And that's what we're all here for, are the discounts. There's even a mega ruby ring. We've got a huge aqua. I've got one of our biggest merengue spinels here that we can discount. We can make this under $5,000 today for the big merengue pink neon spinel. If you like that, I've got a really affordable aqua pendant. As we just have a few days to go till March, let me show you my aqua, best aquamarine pendant we've got here in the yellow gold. 1119186 is next. We'll stay with the pendants for a moment and show you Sierra Santa Maria in a round shape. Take a look at this one. It's a round stone in the center, adorned with diamonds as your halo. Yellow gold here. 1119186 is the number. And what a thrill to bring this to you. This is exciting, and it's very affordable. One of the more affordable pieces of the entire show. And it's 111-90-186. Welcome into our last little bit. We got half hour left to go. Looking for your requests, your questions, anything at all we can help you with. It is go time now. But this is 140, 13 points in your halo, yellow gold, beautifully set. And we're gonna do this one for under $1,000, not $9 or $8 or $7.99. We got some affordable pieces to just throw in here at the end, and we'll make that only $699. And 12% off is coming down that price too. So you get an extra savings, and it'll be only $615 and change at checkout. So $615 on that one. One look at it on the hand here. Even though I think we already knew that's a 5/8 of an inch measurement. Here's what it looks like from a distance away right there. You can see that gorgeous look. Here's that measurement, and then we'll show it on the neckline. Any questions you have about what we've seen in the last couple hours, gotta let us know now. There it is at 5/8. Here's what it looks like on that neckline again. So you can see, and what a beautiful bright baby blue, like a sky blue, but very, very high end. And this is the color of aqua you just don't get. So if you're thinking about, well, March coming up in a matter of days, the celebration stone for that month is aquamarine, one and only. You only have one birthstone associated with the month of March. It is that blue beryl, that gorgeous aquamarine, but this is the color that is nowhere else. Nobody else has got that color like we do. And getting the round too, so it's very bright. It's got a lot of flash and fire to it in that round. Let's go back up close to one more look at it, $615 at checkout. And then let me know if there's anything else you want to see before we go. Last bit of show here and last call, 12% off ending on Saturday. Really want to make sure you take advantage of anything you love before that discount disappears, okay? And then also, there's a really, now we've got a big aqua too. I got an aqua asher, it's a 10.5 carat. We've got a huge 9 carat copper bearing. I'll just flash the heart-shaped spessartite. I don't get very many chances to show this to you. Look at this heart-shaped spessartite. It is so rare. There's just nothing else like this, and I thought, you know, it's a museum type of day. And yet, look at this beautiful stone, heart shape, and yep, that's called hearts of fire right there. That's what that is. The color saturation, the glow. What is a spessartite, you ask? We never see spessartites. This is the parent stone, if you will, kind of the umbrella gem to the mandarin. But the trick is when mandarins are actually spessartites that have less manganese. And when you get a depleted manganese stone, it goes more orange. Instead of what I really love are these bright reds. Now, a lot of spessartites can be these deep brown reds, and if they're brown, I don't think they're all that cute. The reds, on the other hand, that have this like burning ember red, it's like a burning red, orangey glow about them, that's where the spessartite really comes to play. That's what's really important about this particular stone. Now, it's item number 112-5159. That is exquisite. It's a huge heart-shaped stone as well. How about that? That's a heart-shaped spessartite garnet. It's 11 karat 88. I'm going to zoom back a little bit. It's also all those beautiful diamonds in the yellow gold. That's 137 in diamond weight. Going around your museum reserve spessartite heart. It's an exact heart shape. And I thought, well, if we're going to give it one last time on the air, shouldn't we really, really do something grand here? We're going to do exactly that. Exactly that. Yellow gold is how it stays. We're going to have no problem sizing that for you. Here's what it looks like on the hand. What a piece. What a gem. And we're bringing it for the first time. Less than $14,999. This has been here for eons. It's time for it to go. And it's not $14,999 either. It is a specialty piece, 112-5159. And what I'll do on this one is simple. We're going to make this under $10,000 for the first time. And then 12%, well, that obviously amounts to more savings the more the piece is. So bigger savings than even $10,000 or $99.99. One caller takes it. It's under 10, under 9, under 8. We're going $79.99 on that spessartite heart, just to make sure that that one can find its home here. And for $79.99, remember, that'll be our biggest savings we've seen yet tonight. You're going to save a bundle. Take a look at this on the close-up. How about that price tag? And another one that doesn't usually give a lot of clarity, yet this one has it. and $79.99 at checkout. Your final price will be only $7,039. It's basically right there at $7,000. You've got nearly $1,000 saved. That's quite special. So just want to give you a look at it for the museum collectors out there. Jason, were you taking something or just a request? All right, we've got some requests coming in at the end of the show, as usual. Everyone loves to wait till the last couple minutes, so we're there. We got requests coming up. And then also a reevaluation of this trillion cut sphene. Our color change trillion cut sphene is here. That is the one with the diamond halo and the diamonds down the sides. Here's a look at what we have left from the show, as we only have about 20 minutes to go here. There's our big moonstone. That's our cushion cut. There was also an even larger in the oval. This is our big oval, 7 carats 09 in the oval. There's a big moonstone there. Got some great big side diamonds. I kind of love this. It's funny, this is what was left after hour number 1 as well. And now, in our very last 20 minutes, look what we have. 2 moonstones, a leopard opal. If you're wondering, what the heck is that? I have never seen anything quite like that. I have had the privilege only a few times before this to sell and offer a leopard opal, one source in the world, by the way. Obviously, opals come from all different regions of the world, including Australia, and there are some notable fire opals out of course, we know Mexican fire opals, but then there's also going to be some of that great Ethiopian material that gives you crystal opal. This is also out of Mexico, much like the fire opals, but it's out of one place only, and that's that in Sinaloa. So we're talking about a really unique leopard print. Not something that was done by man. This is not some kind of simulant or some kind of interesting little type of treatment. This is natural. It's the black basalt stone you're seeing, and then the opal is sort of emanating through these sort of like polka dots or spots, if you will, spots emulating what we would see in a leopard a print or a leopard fur, of course, even down to the fact that it looks a little bit almost textured, like you would see. You can imagine a leopard would be probably pretty soft, and yet it feels a little bit like it's got that kind of velvety texture appearance to it as well. That leopard opal in the back center is only $19.99. The moonstones, $49.99 for the left side and only $26.99 for the right side. Also, there's that trillion cut sphene that we actually debuted. It was kind of a soft launch, if you will, the other day. And then I realized, well, that diamond weight doesn't look right. And so we got back with the designer, got you the diamond weight proper today, and $26.99 for that sphene. So there's how we break it down. That's what we have left in rings for the show, outside of the heart shape you just saw and the Tanzanites we had more recently. So that's what remains in rings. Got a few pendants and a few earrings as well. So that would be our aqua we just showed you at $6.99. We had that beautiful opal drop earring earlier today. That was in the first hour. Really pretty opal drop earrings. They're also still hanging out here as well. Okay, we will move on. We've got more to show you. And FYI, if you missed it, I gave this a flash last night, and I didn't know if it was going to be for everybody, because there was one of those, it was one of those nights where it was a Wednesday, still took a minute to get everyone warmed up. So I want to show it to you again, because we have one of the most fascinating stones, and it's a bicolor sapphire. There's a very subtle bicolor nature. It's got a band of a unique color through the middle, as you see more from the sides than you do from the front. Other than that, it's a bright as can be, vibrant cornflower blue. There were a few questions we had on this one today, and I'm going to drop the price down from where it even was yesterday, and it's $113,029. The reason I didn't even want to price it yesterday, I didn't want to scare you all away. It was $12,999. There was so much response to it. A lot of you asking about it here this evening and earlier today. Wanted to bring it out for another look. $242 on this sapphire. It's a tremendous bicolor. I'd never seen one quite like it before. Very unique because it's subtle. It still is going to look, for the most part, like a cornflower blue, which in and of itself is the really, really rare color of blues. It's a specific color that gives us a periwinkle brightness. A little bit of an undertone of a lavender, but very vibrant, not royal blue, not richer blue, not navy blue. Instead, that brightness. You have that subtle little detail. It's almost like it's a golden green that really is only noticeable from certain angles. Like if it's tipped to one edge, you see a little bit more of the bicolor nature there. It's really rare. It's 86 points in diamonds in that double halo. And it's also going to be under, well, I had to make it under $10,000 just to make it more palpable, but I'll tell you what we're going to do instead of that. Just to send it out here today, tonight, in this last little bit of show we have on our Thursday night. Thank you again for being with us, and let me know what final request you have for tonight also for the finale, because Fabulous February, it's ending. So you've got your last call, but $99.99 it will not be. This is where we get value on a whole different level because it's unique. What did I say earlier about a stone if nobody else has it? You can set your own price tag. It's very difficult, and if I blurt out a price like this is $80,000 per carat in retail, well, I would be straight up lying to you. Because although I can give you great and legitimate price tags per carat on blue sapphires, that is not what we're looking at here. We're looking at something that certainly amps up the rarity because nobody else, I've never seen one offered in retail that looks like this. Have you? I know you guys shop for jewelry and you guys know the networks in and out. You guys know the TV world really, really well because it's all accessible to you by changing the channel on the remote. You know, first of all, not many folks are doing natural stones any longer. We still are proud to be saying yes to natural stones, yes to fine diamonds, yes to solid gold. But this is what you don't see. At $242, I can't even make a traditional blue sapphire this price tag because I'm going under $5,000 tonight. And it will not be $49.99. And I'm not just talking about your 12% discount. I'm talking about an extra discount I'm going to give right now on one gorgeous sapphire. Let's also take a look at it from a distance on the hand so you can see it that way because that's important as well. You know it is. Here we go. This is the ultimate in the blues. Cornflower is what it looks like. Then you see as you move it, you see that subtle little extra flash. It's almost like a band that goes right through it. So rare. Not 49, not 48, not 47, or 46. We keep on going and we save you an extra 12%, which will account for a lot of extra savings here. And it won't be $45.99 either. Let's go all the way down, $44.99 plus your extra 12% so that comes down. You know what I'm doing here. We got a price tag that's going to be under $4,000 at checkout. $39.59, one only, and look at that carat weight. And do you see how it's twinkling? Like I see a golden orangey yellow flash right now. You see that in the bottom left corner? You see it. It's like, is it pink? Is it golden? Is it? It's so fascinating. It's almost doing what our moonstones do, but just not as overtly. It's got a lot of colors within it, as while it appears as a cornflower blue, which is the ultimate in sapphire color as it starts. And then you've got that really unique factor with that little bit of that extra secondary color. It is so beautiful and cool. Certain stones just do cool things, and I think that right there is one of them. Does something a little different. $39.59 at checkout for you. We've got a last call on a Tanzanite pendant. I know our Tanzanite's got a couple rings still here for you. The big oval, the big emerald cut. Here's the pendant. It's huge. If anybody, ooh, that's good looking. Okay, Museum Reserve. We don't have museum reserves in pendants often unless they're 25 carats. I had a 75 carat once. Yeah, that was a little too much. Let's do something here that makes this one snappy. And I mean gone in a snap of the fingers. 1130195 is a new one here into the show. I'm going to bring out some finale pieces. Weren't necessarily planned for the show, but with every jewelry item spoken for, except for a few, let's bring you something that is new and hot. Look at this, all done. This is my favorite thing, pave on the side. So if you look completely from the profile as I've just shown it, you still see diamonds. That's 18 karat solid gold. So we have upgraded the gold. We have got a 587 carat weight to that pear shape. Huge, right on deck with some of the big rings we saw. And then you're getting diamonds all the way around. Watch this, it keeps going because it's really a triple row. 2 rows up front, 1 row completely done along the sides. This is a little fuzzy wuzzy, so let me get that off because you guys are going to think that's a scratch or a crack. It's not. It's just a little something from the polishing cloth in a prong. So here we go. That's what, yes, I'm going to show that next. I just want to make sure that I got that removed and it's gone. So we're good to go. We can show it on the hand here as well, get you an idea of the size and how it's going to look on the neckline. Look at that beauty. Isn't that something? And this has a diamond weight of 80 points. So the 587 with the 80 points in diamonds. Headed on out of here and in a hurry. It is 1 1/8, I would say. 1 1/8 inches top to bottom. And a look at it on the neckline as well. So this is really, I just think this is specialty. This is what's so special about this one. All right, we're going to take it on over the neckline and show you. This is so amazing here. Look at that. Oh, what a piece, what a piece. What a beautiful look that is. And the size of it is enormous without having to pay a lot of money because it's the frame of it, the halo from the sides, the fact that from the sides you would still see diamond pave work from the very, very sides of the piece, because that's important when it's on the neckline, because everyone's going to see it, not just necessarily, what about someone sitting beside you? What about someone standing to your left or to your right? You are going to see that pave detail from all these different directions. That's the importance. I got to show you up close. We're going to do something crazy good here. You just got to call. Have some faith in your girl Lolo here, because I'm going to blow it out. And we got like 14 minutes left to make the magic happen. So let's do it. And I'm going to take this on down. I'll just price it quickly. I know we're supposed to start something crazy on this one, like $89.99. Not going to do that. And I like the 18 karat gold upgrade. How about you? I like getting that extra 18 karat gold, that extra 75% pure. That's what makes it so rare. Not 89, 79, 69, 59, 49. I got a lot of values that are headed out the way here, but this is the important one, independent. And for those that have a great ring already, something to match, get your set while you still can, because if you have to go out there and pay $36.50 a carat for really light washed out Tanzanite, you're going to be mad, raving, and you should be. That kind of thing should make us shoppers mad. You go pay $36.50 a carat to get junk, to get light washed out, pastel, barely there, no blues at all, no reds. Who wants to do that? That's the going rate on Block C Tanzanites out there. And those are from the places that'll have 20,000 to sell you. I got one, and we got the best quality, and it's not even $36.50 for the whole piece. That's what everyone's getting per carat, guys. You know it and I know it. $36.50 per carat. What if I give you a nearly 6 carat set in 18 karat gold with almost a carat in diamonds for the same darn price? That's going to get you 1 carat of washed out material anywhere else. You're like, yeah, that's why I'm here. Hello, that's why I stopped by. That's why I'm hanging out with you. It's not $36.50. It's not $35.99. I'll give you 12% off. You got 13 minutes to take advantage of that tonight. But it's not $35. It's going to be blowout central, $3,499. Makes that one, you know the deal. It's $3,079 for a 587 loaded with diamonds. And we upgraded the gold, and that's a big deal to do in today's gold era. $3,500. It comes down to just $3,079. Take full advantage of that one. That's got to go. We have 12 minutes. What would you like to see? That's the big question I have. What would you like to see today? Is it something you want to see again to make the decision a little easier? Is it this pendant, which has got to go? Look at the glow. Look at the reds coming all the way through. I love that shimmering effect. It looks like beams of neon right down the middle. Can you imagine? Again, this is the value, $3,079 for, and the pear shapes are so attractive on the neckline. Something about the shape, that drop, it feels so feminine. I don't see guys wear pear shapes that often. Certain things are just inherently feminine, and we live in a world where you can wear whatever you want. Guys can wear whatever they want, gals can wear whatever they want. There are no rules. But I feel like certain shapes just feel ultra feminine, and given that this is a pendant and where it's going to sit and in that neckline, nestled right where it is, I think that is just, you want to feel extra fabulous, beautiful, elegant, all the things. As us ladies like to do, that's going to be the way to do it for $3,000 basically. It's $3,079. And again, in the white gold, ready to go. Goes out to you tomorrow. You got it in a couple days. Can we show that again on the neckline? Because I just want, the size looks to me so much bigger than that. I'll move on over here. I'm just going to get that grip I got to get on it. But look how beautiful that is. That looks far larger. And you're seeing it, you know, from a distance away here. And look at how gorgeous that is. In that shape, in that look, this is wild to be able to get that for a little over $3,000. And that's what happens. 12% off. Take advantage of it as quickly as you can, because this goes away on Saturday. The event, the sale, the price tags, the discounts, all this extra we love, it's going away. Want to make sure you get what you love before it does. And that's brand new right now. You've never seen this before. You could watch every single show I do. Could have watched every single show I've done for 25 years. You've never seen this pendant. And the side details, the pave that's along every little detail. From the profile, from the sides. Yes, Jason, what did you take? Oh my, isn't that stunning? And the back, the gallery, look how it's finished. It's like little marquise shapes are what's setting up that basket work. I mean, have you ever seen so much red from the back of a stone? That's pretty cool too. the way it's giving those flirtatious reds, it's saturated, it's neon, that is deluxe. And again, from the side profile, I can't stop showing this. The way that that's going to give you diamonds. 2 halos up front, 3 in total, because 1 halo is done all the way around that side edge. That side, it's like what we see, you know how I rave about when rings give us details in the profile, where you see diamonds on the side, on the profile of your piece, how really exquisite. We don't just always look at jewelry from the top or from the front. You see different angles. That's what you get in this pendant. All right. So that's going to be, I'm so glad we can pop that in for you for a look. Now we did have a big emerald 99 pointer sell earlier. I do have another one that's the same Muso Mine material, this time in an oval with a double halo. Let me just make this really easy for you. It's 112-9306. These are pieces that aren't even supposed to be here tonight, but we have to make the magic happen. So call me if you're interested. We have 9 minutes left on anything at all. Check on availability too with your operators. Always best to just know for sure, because you never know. Sometimes I'm here after the show and find out pieces were sold and then they came back available. So again, best to ask your operators about anything, because you're missing out on the deals if you're missing out on anything. Now, here's our 80 pointer, just shy of what we saw. I will tell you, it looks just as large, if not larger. That's the key with emeralds. They're always going to look double what they weigh. So it's going to give you a carat 60 look. Carat 02 in diamonds, double halo split shank. Let's look at it on. But this is that Muso Mine material we all seem to be so attracted to. And that makes sense, because it really is what gives you the trademark Esmeralda green. That deep green that when we think of, if you use that term in real life, I know I do, as someone who describes things for a living, and you know, colors are important, and how do you make a descriptor? It's amazing how often we'll use the term emerald green in life when you're wanting to denote. The truth is, most emeralds don't give a true emerald green. We might call something emerald green when we're discussing foliage, plants, florals, or fashion, whatever it is. But I'll tell you, very few emeralds actually give this bright or this much glow in an emerald green. Most of them, when the clarity goes down, they tend to look a little hazy or foggy. So you don't really get that precise, pronounced color. This one you do. 80 points in that emerald. Double halo. I want to try it on for you as well. It's not going to be $69.99. We're at the end of the show. 8 minutes to go. Here's what it looks like on the hand. This is absolutely divine. There's that color. How about that glow? What I told you earlier with the 99 pointer holds true here too. Up close, you're meant to see every last detail. From a distance, it's only going to glow even brighter. When you've got clarity where you can't find a flaw when it's up close, and then you see it from a distance, you're only going to see more of that glow. It's not $69.99. I got to sell it at the end of the day here. So here's what we're going to do instead of $69, $59, $49, $39. You're not paying $29.99 either. Let's make the magic one last time. We got about 7 minutes to go. Requests are welcome. I don't know if we have any requests coming out. Doesn't look like it. So if you made a request and you didn't see it, chances are we don't have it. But again, this is your chance to get an emerald at a screaming deal. We're doing better than $29.99 on a huge emerald. Looks even larger than it weighs. They always, always do. That's not this stone. That's all emeralds. So remember, I think you ought to look at it as more than an 80-point stone. Look at the way it looks. Look at the visual it gives you. It's not even $29.99. And again, 102 in diamond weight. We saw one earlier. It sold. It was $29.99, 99 pointer, 41 points in diamonds. Here we go. We're getting you more than double that diamond weight. Similar size, definitely a similar look. This is the oval though, just really suits well. Ovals always, I tell you this a lot with diamonds, ovals always look bigger. So when you get an oval stone, certainly it takes the natural just occurrence of that lesser dense stone in an emerald, makes it look bigger because it's an emerald, number one, but also the oval shape. So it really looks larger than, let's say, a cushion cut, an emerald cut, anything like that. It's not even $29.99. We got a last bit of the show here. We have 6 minutes left to go. Call me if you have any requests. Let me know what you want to save 12% on. This goes away on Saturday. That is, we have our Friday night together and we have our Saturday morning, and that's that. So let's make this better than 29, 28, 27. Got to sell some jewelry here at the end of the night. Here we are. Let's go for it. I'm going to make this you know what? Skip 26. Let's go all out. This is grand finale if you've ever seen one. As grand as a grand finale gets is right here. Is not 26 or $25.99. Let's go $24.99. And that'll be, you know it, $2,199. You get $300 extra off. So $21.99 at checkout on that emerald, and that is as clean as it gets, and it goes right out to you. And one more thing, if you really wanted it changed, I have this mounting in white. and in rose. So if you would rather have it, I don't recommend the rose gold, but I think the white or the yellow, perfection. So if you would rather have it in a different gold color, like let's say white gold, that can be yours as well. Same price. Let us do that for you. $21.99 at checkout on an exquisite Colombian emerald. So that's a really good way to go, I would say. And then also, let's see, anybody on the leopard opal? Leopard opal last call. We're melting starting in the morning. So if there is anything from the day you want to pick up before it's melted down tomorrow, got to call us now. We've got 4.5 minutes of airtime, and we're only here 2 minutes on the phone lines after that, and it is go time, okay? You know what? The Trillion Color Change sphene is still here. Kind of amazing. Our aqua pendant for $6.99 still here. Copper bearing pendant, that was that big 306. $26.99 for that copper bearing as well. That is here. Let me just show you what's left for the end of our show. We got to move some jewelry here, and it's last chance, last call to do it. So let me show you what is left from the show. We'll give you 4 minutes to check them out here and get what you like. There is the really big leopard opal, still one of the coolest stones I think you'll ever see. And maybe something you don't already have. I think it'd be a fun one to add to the collection, especially if you're one of my leopard gals and you like a leopard print. Fun way to do it, but in a natural stone. There's my 9.5 carat Tanzanite. I have also 2 moonstones still here. One of them's only $26.99. I'm going to show that to you now. It's the cushion that looks like a round. It is beautiful. It's in any gold you want. It's in the yellow now, but it can be anything you want there. We have the color change sphene. That's also $26.99. There's quite a few $26.99 options up here, including this pendant. This is the purple, but really more pinky purple. It's got a lot more pink than most of the copper bearings we've ever had. And we've had several of the purple copper bearings, but usually they're a little more neon purple. This one's definitely more pink over here. We've got the leopard opal behind it, $19.99. That would be the most affordable idea up there on the air, is the leopard print of the opal. That's going to be $19.99, most affordable. $26.99 is basically the whole front row. Center sphene, and then the side moonstone and the side copper bearing pendant. Those are all three $26.99. So moonstone, sphene, and copper bearing pendant, all $26.99. The $19.99 opal, that's the leopard opal, back right. The emerald is $24.99, and then we've got the Tanzanite right back here. $49.99 for that Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve 9.5 carat stone. So congrats if you get any of those last little bits there, and then of course anything else. I also just want to say, we did have the ultimate diamond band earlier for $4.99. There was a diamond band in solid gold that I'll just flash here for you. It was 17 points in diamonds. It's the micro pave diamond band ring that I will try on again for you. We still have a couple to go around in white, yellow, or rose, and it's also 111-0530. This is the stackable, put anywhere on the hand, $499. That was 111-0530. If you want to get the bands, they were $499, but at checkout they're even less. They're $439. Yes. The leopard opal on the hand, you got it. It's 217 is the item number. Take a look at this on the hand again. That is our bridge style. There are 3 rows of diamonds that go entirely underneath from side to side under your Sinaloa, Mexico opal there. It's a leopard opal, black basalt stone with the colors of opal peeking through. It's still regarded as an opal. There's only been one source. It was only discovered for the first time in 1967. So hasn't had, it's got basically the same lifespan of Tanzanite, except there's no more coming out of the ground. So that's really cool as well. And that is going to be $17.59 at checkout, as we have about 90 seconds left. So what would you like to get? And remember, you will see the bridge elements from all the different angles as you peer on through. So that's my one and only leopard opal, $17.59 on that one. We'll see who's got it. And I love the turquoise and the blues and the greens, and there's some yellow and golden orange coming through as well on that leopard opal. Don't forget, $26.99 for the front row. That's the sphene, the pendant, and the moonstone you see in the square cushion. Yes. Moonstone going on the hand, $26.99. That's your price before the discount. Here's the moonstone on the hand. And we can, Jason, put any gold together for you there. It's the yellow gold now if you want it right away. Princess cuts on the sides, 22 points in princess cuts overall, 405 center. It looks like a round, but it's a square cushion, so it's got a soft corner to it. That's only $26.99. Of course, much, much less than that at checkout for you. So you've got plenty of extras to save in our last 30 seconds. Reminder, I'm back with you tomorrow night. Join me from 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11 on the East Coast. We're here Friday evenings and then Saturday and Sunday morning as well. But this discount and this event goes away on Saturday at 1 o'clock. So be sure and join me tomorrow night. We've got a great show for you planned for our Friday night together. We look forward to seeing you then. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thank you so much. We're here for a couple minutes, so keep calling if you have questions on anything up there or anything you've seen tonight. Thank you again for watching and shopping. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us here at TVON, good night. We'll see you tomorrow.